Higgins for three. You betcha.
The pass to Miller outside three. Good.
Big block by Olsen.
Fryer in the paint. Now to Holzer. Left corner three. Bang! Bang! Oh!
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
It's the opening round of the Region 1 Girls Basketball Tournament tonight here on your live event as the number 8-seeded Maple River Raiders tangle and host the number 9-seeded Lisbon Broncos here from Tower City. Hi and a pleasant good Thursday, February the 17th. This is our Irie Insurance pregame show. For all of your insurance requests, visit Irie Insurance online at IRIEINS.com. Chase Miller alongside Reggie Funk with you here from the Raider Dome in Tower City, where it's you win, you advance to play another day, and you lose, your season comes to a close, where there's 4 games across the region here tonight, playing in the opening round, trying to advance to the quarterfinals. We will go from 12 to 8 teams being alive, and we will have the quarters, semis, third place, and Region 1 championship a week from tonight for you right here on your live event as well. Coming up here on our Irie Insurance pregame show, we'll sit down with both head coaches, Barb Sweet of the Lisbon Broncos and Coach Nathan Hoots of the Maple River Raiders as well. But right now, let's take a look at how both these teams got to this point in the season. For Maple River on a mark of 6 wins and 13 losses, 4-7 in Region 1 play. They've won 3 of their last 4 and also back-to-back. Their last contest was on Tuesday, February the 8th, a 61-11 win over Barnes County North. They were scheduled to have a game last week on Friday with Hillsborough Central Valley, but due to Mother Nature, that game went away. So they've had some time off for the Maple River Raiders. On the opposite side for the Lisbon Broncos, under the guidance of Barb Sweet, head coach for Lisbon, 9 wins, 11 losses on the season, also 4-7 in Region 1 play. They're 3-3 in their last 6, including a 55-47 loss against Sisseton. But in that game, Kyra Heckrell and also Cheyenne Waletsko had double-double performances. Heckrell had 14 points, 12 rebounds, while Waletsko had 10 points and 12 boards. The last time these two teams met, well, that opened up the season on November the 30th, right after Thanksgiving Day, down in Lisbon. Maple River overcame a 17-point halftime deficit in route to a 52-50 win, and with both teams finishing with the same record in the region, the tiebreaker went to head-to-head, and because the Raiders won on the road, they get to host the Lisbon Broncos here tonight. Iris Richmond had 18 points, and alongside with 5 3-pointers, Kaloran had 16 points as well for the Raiders, while Asha Sweet and Kyra Heckrell have 14 points apiece here for the Lisbon Broncos. The winner of this contest will play the number 1 seed and unbeaten Kindred Vikings in Region 1 play on Monday from the Shield Center. That'll be at 3 p.m. When we come back here on our Irie Insurance pregame show, we'll take a look at the Region 1 bracket in its entirety ahead of the Starting Labs opening tip and also our Coach's Corner. Reggie Funk alongside Chase Miller with you here with the play-by-play. This is our Irie Insurance pregame show here in the Region 1 Girls Basketball Tournament.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
The Lisbon Public School District ensures that all students will learn, experience success, and be good citizens from elementary through high school. The school staff and community takes great pride in providing meaningful and innovative opportunities for our students who continue to maintain ACT scores above state and national averages. Watch your kids continue to grow within the Lisbon Public School District from the playing surface to the classroom. For more information, go online to lisbonpublicschools.com.
Welcome to Ada, Minnesota. There's much to offer for new residents and much to do once you're here. Medical facility, living community, and assistant living. A beautiful school campus providing quality education. The Deco Center with a 24-hour fitness center. A community of faith with church and youth programs. Auto dealers, bowling, theater, farm implement and agronomy centers. Banks, retail and service businesses, a radio station, and much more. With employment and housing available, welcome to the city of Ada to work, raise a family, and relax. Contact the City of Ada for more information.
Rock Solid Concrete. Give them a call at 701-238-4523 to get a free estimate on all your concrete projects. Services provided are, but not limited to, decorative stamp patios, decorative stamp sidewalks, new and replacement driveways and sidewalks, garage, shop, and shed pad floors, and residential and commercial flat work. They would love to sit down with you and find a plan that works best for your projects. Call Rock Solid Concrete at 701-238-4523.
As we continue here on our Irie Insurance pregame show, let's take a look at the bracket here in the Region 1 Girls Basketball Tournament. 4 games going on tonight, all with scheduled opening tip times at 7 o'clock at the higher seed. The 8-9 matchup again features here this evening the Raiders of Maple River and the Broncos of the Lisbon Broncos. On the other games in Richland, going down in Colfax, the Richland Colts and the 5 seed hosting the number 12 seeded Fargo Oak Grove Grovers. Bottom half of the bracket will feature the number 7 seeded Hankinson Pirates hosting the 10-seeded Warbirds of Wymer Lidgerwood. Then the other game tonight down in Fairmount between Tri-State the Tigers, the number 6 seed against number 11 seeded Enderlin. All the winners will advance to the quarterfinals on Monday from the Shield Center. All 4 of those games will have video stream for you right here on yourliveevent.com. And Your Live Event at 3 o'clock. Kindred will play the winner of Maple River and Lisbon. At 4:30 on Monday afternoon, the number 4-seeded Sargent County Bulldogs will play either the 5 seed of Richland or 12 seed of Oak Grove. At 6 o'clock to begin the evening portion on Monday night, number 2 seed Central Canton, the winners of the last 2 Region 1 tournaments. The Squirrels will go up against the winner of number 7 Hankinson or number 10 Wymer Lidgerwood. Then the nightcap at 7:30. The number 3 seed of Northern Cass will square off with number 6 seed, either Tri-State or the 11 seed of the Enderlin Eagles. Semifinals then on Tuesday night. Our coverage starts at 5:30 with semifinal game number 1 at 6. And then on Thursday, February the 24th, a week from tonight from the Shield Center, we will crown both a 3rd place and a Region 1 champion. The 3rd place game will get underway at 6 with the championship to follow at 7:30, and then we'll see who's part of the All-Region 1 Team Senior Athlete of the Year and Coach of the Year as well in Region 1. Quick, Lee, we'll go to the Region 2 bracket as well. That's scheduled to begin tomorrow, barring what Mother Nature has in store in the overnight hours and the early morning hours coming up here tomorrow. But they have 3 playing games out in Region 2. The 8 seed North Border will host number 9 seed Larimore, a game you can listen to tomorrow evening with Jake Berkemeyer right here on Your Live Event from Minto High School. Midway Minto will host number 10 seed Hillsborough Central Valley, and then you have the number 6 seed Park River Fortville Lincoln going up against the number 11 seed Drayton Valley Edinburgh. That is the Region 2 opening round. That'll be tomorrow. And then the Region 2 tournament quarterfinals, semis, and championship alongside 3rd place game for the Betty Inglesett Sioux Center in Grand Forks. You can also watch live on Your Live Event the number 1 seed in that region, the Grafton Spoilers, 2 seed, the Thompson Tommies. Coming up here on our Irie Insurance pregame show, again, we'll take a look at the starting lineups and the opening tip, but we'll also sit down with both head coaches in this contest. But before then, let's give you some more stats here as we're inching closer to the opening tip tonight here between the Raiders and alongside the Lisbon Broncos. Lisbon this season averaging 44 points per game, while defensively they're giving up 48. If you're a Bronco fan, you want to score 45 or more points. Lisbon this year is 8-4 when scoring 45 or more points here this season for the Broncos. On the opposite side for the Maple River Raiders, a team that's averaging 47 points per game. Defensively, they're giving up 55 points per contest. Maple River, all their wins this season when they score 50 or more points. So for Lisbon, you're trying to get north of 45. For Maple River, the Raiders trying to get north of 50 points. Leading scorers this season for the Maple River Raiders, they're led by their junior guard, Chloe Wedge, a 5'5 junior, 11 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists per contest. And also Addison Hannick playing big on the inside, the 6-foot freshman center, averaging 9 points and 6 rebounds per contest here for Maple River. The Raiders have 2 seniors, Jordan Ewine and also senior here for the Raiders is Michelle Bojahoski. So they'll lose 2 seniors after this new co-op with the Maple Valley Hope Page School District here for the Raiders. And the Region 1 Hoopster rankings, Maple River was tabbed as the number 12 team in the region. They finished the regular season at number 8. On the opposite side for the Lisbon Broncos, the number 9 seed here in this tournament, they are led by the 10 points and nearly 10 rebounds per contest by Kyra Heckrell. Heckrell just a 5'10 sophomore. Then Asha Sweet, she's a sniper from beyond the arc. The 5'4 senior guard averaging 9 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds per contest here for the Lisbon Broncos, mark of 9 wins and 11 losses. They were tabbed in the Region 1 preseason Hoopster rankings to finish 5th. They ended up being 9th. Again, Taylor Gilbert, a 6-foot senior, tore her ACL around Christmas time. She only played in 6 games. Ellie Rieger had POTS. She played in 5 games, so 2 seniors that they had at 5'10 and 6 foot respectively not playing here tonight. So these 2 teams are going to look a little bit different from the last time they met in the season opener in Lisbon on November the 30th. Coming up next on our Irie Insurance pregame show, time to get to our Coach's Corner. First up is Barb Sweet, then we'll hear from Nathan Hoots, and then after that we'll get to the starting lineups and the opening tip tonight as well from the Raider Dome in Tower City, and we will keep you apprised of all the other games going on across the region when we get some scores here as well. It's the Region 1 Girls Basketball Tournament here on Your Live Event and YourLiveEvent.com. Our Coach's Corner comes up next here on our Irie Insurance pregame show. It's the A-seed Maple River Raiders and the 9-seed Lisbon Broncos, the winner, to play the Kinder Vikings on Thursday to open up the quarterfinal round from the Shield Center.
The team at Maple River Grain and Agronomy wishes the best of luck to the players in today's game. Maple River Grain and Agronomy is proudly serving producers, accessing markets, and building relationships in eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota. They offer a variety of grain marketing and agronomy solutions. See the latest updates by following MRGA on social media. They're active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Check out the website at mrga.com to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy and how they can serve you and your operation.
The Maple Valley Parents Organization is an organization whose main purpose is to support all Maple Valley student activities, to promote a healthy environment and attitudes for the youth. Their aim is to encourage growth and interest in these areas by supporting them in a sportsmanlike manner. The Maple Valley Parents Organization is open to anyone. If you'd like to become a member or see upcoming events, like their Facebook page by searching Maple Valley Parents Organization on Facebook.
Sometimes it's tough being a dad. Kids grow up fast. Don't even want me around anymore. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. Hugs mean a lot to a dad. So, with Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
RDK Enterprises can help with spring preparation this winter. Call them at 701-636-2119 to schedule your meter, planter, and precision planting software repairs and updates. This includes monitoring and control systems, all to help improve your planting, which means improved profits. It pays to plant with precision with RDK Enterprises. Locations in Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota. Visit them online at planterdoc.com or call 701-636-2119.
With us now on our Irie Insurance pregame show is Lisbon Bronco head coach, that's Barb Sweet, ahead of the play-in round or first round, however you call it, of the Region 1 Girls Basketball Tournament in Tower City tonight against Maple River. And Barb, first questions first. Kind of funny how the scheduling gods work out. You start the season right after Thanksgiving against Maple River at home, a game that went right down to the wire. Now all of a sudden it's February 17th and you're going to play another game again against them to start the postseason in the Raiders. How much can you take away from a November game and how have both teams kind of changed since then, Barb?
Well, Nathan Hoots has done a great job with that Maple River team up there. He has them playing hard. They're aggressive. They're fast. And they play tough. So, but we are a completely different ball club than we were at the beginning of the season. You know, at the beginning of the season, we still had Taylor and Ellie playing, and they both contributed pretty heavily in that game. they're no longer around. So we can't even necessarily look at that game and take anything away from it, because that's just not us anymore. So it's an 8-9 seed, and it was a 2-point game this earlier season. And as the 9 seed, we were literally 3 points away from being the 6th seed. We lost to Maple River by 2, and we lost to Oak Grove by 1. So I keep telling the kids, X's and O's wise, I think we're pretty even. It's going to be which team brings more energy to the game. That's probably going to make the difference in the game.
You know, there's one thing too, Addison Hannig, obviously a freshman forward, so you got to go up against some size, but also for your girls, a nice performance against Sisseton to close out the regular season in terms of their stats against a very, physical and a team that likes to get up and down the floor in Sisseton with Heckrell, and you had Cheyenne Waletsko getting doubles, Barb. So when you look at the post matchup of this, what can a game like that in a non-region game for Cheyenne and, Kyra do against a player like an Addison Hannig that they'll go up tonight?
Well, they played against a nice freshman post from Sisseton. She's big and strong and aggressive, and they put a lot of ball pressure on. Sisseton is a Class A team in South Dakota and playing very, very well. And I thought the second half of that game was really probably the best that we've played since we played Kidder County. So I was very happy with our performance. I was very happy with the way we came back. We were down by 17, got back within 3. And I thought our sophomores really grew up. Kyra, yes, for sure, grew up in that game and performed how she's capable. Cheyenne has just been steady Eddie for us. We've always known that these abilities are in there because she's just put in so much time. And for her to bang up against a big post like Sisseton had and still come away with a double-double, we were super happy with that. So I think that game, I'm hoping that game has given us a little more confidence and momentum going in.
You mentioned about momentum. It seems like the last couple of games, Weimar Lidgewood able to go on the road, pick up a win, then, play a tight game with Sisseton. Talk about the rhythm of your team after losing a couple players. And I know you probably had to switch game plans and find a rotation as a coach, see who's going to move up from a JV playing more varsity minutes or who goes in a starting lineup. So do you feel like the rhythm of your team is where you would want it to be, Barb, once you go to kind of the postseason here now?
I think, the Weimar game, the second half of the Weimar game, Kyra, she kind of took over and she has that capability. And you and I have talked several times. If you have a really strong 4, 5, 6 juniors and seniors, your sophomores can play free and easy. There's not a lot of pressure on them. My sophomores have had to put in a lot of minutes with a lot of pressure, and it's starting to pay off when we need it to. We've preached all season long that, just hang in there. Things will get easier as we go. Things will get better as we go. We need to be playing our best basketball right now. And I think in the last 2 games, we have played some pretty good basketball. So I'm excited for the matchup on Thursday night.
Final thing for you, what's it going to take? I mean, I know you go into a smaller gym, the crowd's right on top of you, 5 rows on either side here, as they like to call it, the Raider Dome in Tower City. You mentioned about maybe not so much about the X's and O's at times, but, team who maybe wants it more. But when it does come down to an X's and O's standpoint, Barb, what might be 1 or 2 things that gets the Lisbon Broncos over the top?
Well, we need to make sure that we cover their shooters. The Chloe Wetch is playing pretty good basketball right now, and so we're going to have to make sure we contain her. I think it was LaRude that hurt us in the first game. She hit some big threes on us. So we have to not only contain their inside game, but we have to make sure that we don't help so far that we don't cover their shooters. And that's something that we've brought into practice the last couple of days. It is the Raider Dome. We've cranked the music up in practice. Our court feels a lot bigger compared to that. And it's just because of the sidelines. So we've cranked music up, trying to make sure that they get that noise level in practice. And it's going to be the team that brings the energy, I think, to that game and wants it more. And we're pretty evenly matched otherwise.
Hey, Barb, as always, thanks so much for your time and best of luck here tonight against Coach Hoots and the Raiders.
Thank you.
That again, Barb Sweet, head coach for Lisbon Broncos. We come back after this. We'll hear from head coach Nathan Hoots of Maple River next on your live event.
All your needs under one roof. The Days Inn and Governor's Water Park in Castleton with cozy hotel rooms, water park, restaurant, and pub all in one location. And they're accepting resumes and interviews for front desk, housekeeping, and restaurant staff. A friendly work environment, competitive pay. Visit the website cassin.com, click on the employment tab, or call 701-347-4524. The Governor's Inn Water Park special this month, half-price wristbands at the water park and 30% off all birthday packages. Much more than just a hotel. The Days Inn and Governor's Water Park in Castleton, 701-347-4524.
Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The new STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow into the new space and move forward with excellence.
The Kindred Vikings Booster Club is an organization of parents and community members that supports and encourages the advancement to Kindred athletic programs, focusing on wholesome school spirit, promoting good sportsmanship, and developing high ideals of character. For more information, or if you'd like to be part of the Kindred Vikings Booster Club, send an email to kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. That's kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Vikings! Time now for our Coach's Corner, part number 2, as we get an inside look with the Maple River Raiders girls basketball team. That is head coach now join us, Nathan Hoots of the Raiders, as they get ready for the Lisbon Broncos here in the Region 1 tournament. And Nathan, I asked this question to Barb, but I'm going to ask it to you. I got a feeling I'm going to get a similar answer. When you play each other to start the season back in November, on the 30th of November, all of a sudden now, you go middle part of February to open up the Region 1 tournament. How much can you take from a game of the first game of the season that's 15, 20 games ago? And how have both teams kind of changed since then, Nathan?
They're not even close to the same team that they were. They've had girls that came off the bench that are now extremely important in their rotation. They've lost a couple girls between, November 30th and today. And our team is completely different as well. I had a 7th and 8th grader that barely could keep their composure on JV that night, that are now vital parts of my varsity rotation, as well as a girl that, has been on and off again starting for us that wasn't able to play in that game. So, we've added girls to our rotation. They've had a couple go away, but they've had girls that weren't as important on, November 30th that are extremely important to them now. I went back and watched it, and honestly, it was a waste of my time, because so many things have happened between then and now that it's way more important to watch stuff and scout the last 3-4 games than it is, 3 months ago.
The one thing for your team, I know you've had a little time off, a little bit over a week here between games, just with how Mother Nature kind of worked into effect there with your last game with Hillsborough Central Valley. Is it good? Is it bad? What's the pros and cons, so to speak, of getting some rest during this time of the year, Nathan, but also at the same time being in rhythm, being on the court, whether it is a practice or a game?
There's positives and negatives. We played 4 games in 5 days. We went Friday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, had a light practice on Wednesday. And then, with the weather, we went 4 straight days without having practice. We were a little rusty right away to begin on Monday at practice, but we got better. And I could tell that the girls appreciated the days off. There's a lot of wear and tear on the legs in 3 months of basketball, especially when you get a week off between basketball and volleyball. I think they appreciated that at this time. So I'm going to take it as a positive that we were able to rest up and get our legs ready to go for a big game.
And the nice thing too, for a positive, is you are hosting a region playing game to get to the quarterfinals on Monday. From a co-op standpoint, that it is a new co-op with the Maple Valley School District, Hope and Page School District this year. What would a win, just in terms of this program mean, moving forward to get a postseason win here in Region 1?
It would be extremely important to get the co-op off on the right foot. I think it already has got off on the right foot. We've had, in some people's views, successful. I'd obviously like to get a handful more wins than we've gotten this year. But to be able to host is extremely important. To be able to bring those communities together in a postseason game is really cool. It's going to be a good opportunity for us. And like you said, just to be able to start the co-op off with, hey, we advanced past this first round. We haven't done that since 2015. So this is something that would be extremely good for us. We have so many young girls that play. Getting them a game at the Shack, possibly after a win tomorrow, against Lisbon would be super important for us, regardless of how that game would go, would be really, really good for experience moving forward.
Final thing for you, Nathan, before we let you go, just from an X's and O's or a Jimmy and a Joe standpoint here, you got Heckrell and Waletzko going up against Edison Hanig, on the inside. Obviously, you look at one or two Sweets with a Wetch and kind of a Richmond for you and company. So what is this kind of a game from a standpoint? Where is the game, so to speak, going to be able to be won from a Raider point of view here, Nathan?
It's going to be won by someone you didn't mention. Every year, we've had someone unexpected step up for us, whether it is for us or for the other team. You spend so much time watching all of these, and I got everything down that I want to do to stop those girls that you mentioned. Someone's going to step up unexpectedly. It's going to catch me off guard from them. And we need to make sure that we have one or two girls that do the same thing for me and for us as a team. Who's going to be that girl that they're not quite paying attention to, because they're focused on stopping Wetch, stopping Hanig, making sure that Iris doesn't get open for a three in the corner. Who's going to be the girl that steps up and makes that big play, not necessarily in the fourth quarter, but, to stop a run in the second quarter. The unexpected things that you're going to look back on and be like, that was a huge play. Who's going to be that girl? And that's what I've been telling them. I don't care if you're not starting, if you get 2 minutes or you get 32 minutes, every single play matters in a game that's win or go home. And it's going to be someone that you didn't mention.
Hey, Coach Hoots, as always, thank you so much for your time and best of luck here going against Coach Sweet and the Lisbon Broncos.
Thank you.
That again, Coach Nathan Hoots with us here on our Irie Insurance pregame show. When we come back, starting lineup and opening tip is next from the Raider Dome here on your live event.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Your local Castleton agents, Scott Kramer and Tyler Wasleen, wish the Squirrels the best of luck this postseason. Emery Vistos Implement has been family owned and operated since 1935. Located in Oaks, North Dakota, they sell CarQuest automotive parts and numerous lines of agriculture parts, from edible bean equipment to air compressors and pressure washers to Georgia and Rocky boots and grills. Anything you need is under one roof at Emery Vistos Implement. Stop in just south of Oaks on Highway 1 or go online to vistoimplement.com. That's vistoimplement.com for more information.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
The Enderlin Alumni Association promotes the school and community, as over the past few years, Enderlin athletics have been greatly supported by the alumni, from upgrades to the weight room, practice equipment, and technology. The Enderlin Alumni Association hopes to improve the quality of life for students and citizens by giving back to the community and keeping it local. The Enderlin Area School and Enderlin community would like to thank the Enderlin Alumni Association for their generous and continued support. Go Eagles!
From too wet to too dry, we know Mother Nature has the final say on the crop. Count on Irie Insurance to help manage that risk. Irie Insurance has a proven track record with over 30 years of experience as a crop insurance leader. Protect your legacy with the right tools to do the job. Learn more at IrieInsurance.com or by calling your local agent in Devils Lake, Hillsboro, Hope, Mackville, Towner, and West Fargo.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
And that does it for our Irie Insurance pregame show. For all of your insurance requests, visit Irie Insurance online at IrieINS.com. It's the opening round of the Class B Region 1 Girls Basketball Tournament here from the Raider Dome in Tower City. Chase Miller with the play-by-play, Reggie Funk handling the camera. And let's get to our starting lineups tonight, featuring the number 9 seed in the region, the Lisbon Broncos, going up against the number 8 seeded Maple River Raiders, the winner to play in the quarterfinals on Monday from the Shield Center at 3 o'clock. The Lisbon Broncos in her 12th season, head coach by Barb Sweet, with a mark of 9 wins, 11 losses, 4-7 in Region 1 play. They'll go like this. Asha Sweet, a 5'4" senior guard, averaging 9 points and 3 assists. You have Cheyenne Willetsko, a 5'11" senior center, 8 points and 7 rebounds per contest. You have Kyra Heckrell, a 5'10" sophomore forward, 10 points and 9.5 boards. Kaya Sweet, the daughter of head coach Barb Sweet, the 5'4" sophomore guard, averaging 4 points and 3 assists. And Emerson Schultz, a 5'9" senior forward, averaging 7 points and 4 rebounds. A pair of Sweets, Willetsko, Heckrell, and Schultz, the Lisbon Broncos, again, head coach by Barb Sweet. We go from there to the Maple River Raiders, head coach by Nathan Hoots in his 5th year here for the Raiders. A mark of 6 wins, 13 losses, and 4-7 in Region 1 play here for the Raiders, the number 8 seed, and hosting a playing game or a first-round game, however you look at it, in the first year of this co-op with Maple Valley, Hope, and Page, respectively, here from the Raider Dome. Iris Richmond, a 5'7" sophomore guard. Richmond averaging 6 points and 4.5 rebounds per contest. Michelle Bojahowski will play her final game here as a senior. The 5'9" senior forward, 4 points and 3 rebounds. From there, Addison Hanig, a 6-foot freshman center. Hanig averaging 9.6 boards per contest. You have Kiana LaRue, a 5'5" sophomore guard and really good in volleyball as well. LaRue averaging 3 points and 2 rebounds. And running off the starting 5, Chloe Wetch, the 5'5" junior guard, 11 points, 4 boards, and 3 assists per contest for Chloe. Richmond, Bojahowski, Hanig, LaRue, and Wetch. Maple River again under the guidance of Nathan Hoots with a mark of 6 wins and 13 losses. Other opening round games tonight in Region 1. Number 12 seed Fargo Oak Grove at number 5 Richland. Number 11 at number 6 Tri-State. You have number 10 Waimea Lidgerwood at number 7 Hankinson. And number 9 seed here again tonight Lisbon at Maple River. The number 1 seed Kindred Vikings away in the winner of this contest. 2 seed Central Cass, 3 seed Northern Cass, and 4 seed Sargent County all earning byes to the quarterfinals on Monday. Reggie Funk handling the camera. Chase Miller with you here from the packed Raider Dome in Tower City. Lance Luke's our official as we get ready to tip this one off here from the Raider Dome. It's win, advance, lose, and you go home. Opening tip is up at 7:03 on a Thursday night and won by Heckrell and the Lisbon Broncos. The Maple River Raiders won back again on November the 30th in Lisbon, overcoming a 17-point halftime deficit in the season opener. We'll see if they can go 2-0 against the Broncos this year, if Lisbon can earn the win here in the postseason. 3-pointer by Sweet off the mark. No, ball gets tapped out to Chloe Wetch. And Lisbon wants a little full-court press here. Ball gets thrown the front court. That's to Bojahowski. Bojahowski reverses, gives it to LaRue. LaRue at the right-hand side pops a pass on the interior. Edison Hanig, and going straight up was Willetsko. And nice defense by the senior Cheyenne Willetsko. The Lisbon Broncos, the squad averaging 44 points per contest. Well, defensively, they're giving up 48 for Maple River this season, averaging 47. Well, defensively, giving up 55. 4 8-minute quarters, a 35-second shot clock in Class B girls basketball. Sweet little Euro step at the top of the key, but traveled with it. 2 possessions, a missed 3-pointer, and then a turnover here by the Lisbon Broncos. While for the Maple River Raiders, they're getting ready to get this one underway here, as this will get in the backcourt with Chloe Wetch. Gives it up to Florida Hanig. Hanig gets double team, finds a teammate there, and Wetch to the left of the key. Wetch back up top to LaRue here, as the Lisbon Broncos will match a little man-to-man defense. Who's going to draw first blood here tonight in this Region 1 opening round contest? LaRue left wing, shot clock getting close to 15. Wetch around the horn now to Hanig. Little flex offense here by the Raiders. Ball at the top of the key with Iris Richmond. Back to Hanig. Shot clock under double digits now as it gets to 7. Hanig lost it for a moment, regains possession. Wojciechowski has to get a shot up before the buzzer does, hits the front iron, ball gets tipped around, and it's going to be a foul here on Wetch on the reach. So Chloe Wetch will pick up the foul, her first, team's first, after the rebound by Kaya Sweet. And well, one thing we've seen in basketball, your fan base stands until you get your opening bucket of the night. And both teams are right now having to stand here for a little while as the Lisbon Broncos will bring it up the front court here with Sweet. This one will handle it to the near sideline to Kaya Sweet. Takes a ball screen there by Heckrell. Driving kick. Asha, three-pointer on the way. Off the iron. Rebound going to be tapped out into Maple River. It was off the hands of Emerson Schultz. So full court press here by the Lisbon Broncos. And Kyra Heckrell against Weimar Lidgewood Sisseton. And she's been a menace on top of that little diamond and one. Maple River able to break the press. They get the layup off, and it's good. The senior Michelle Wojciechowski gets the Raiders up in the scoring column at the 5:55 mark here in the first quarter on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Thanks to them and all our sponsors for providing coverage here of the Region 1 girls basketball tournament here on your live event. Turnover then by the Lisbon Broncos. That's their second. Wetch, double team comes, pops a pass up the floor to Wojciechowski. Wojciechowski looking for the driving kick, deep three-pointer on the way. This one is going to be over the backboard by Iris Richmond. Ball will be out of play into the Lisbon Broncos. Both teams won't go fairly deep. You'll see about a 7 to 8 player rotation for Coach Barb Sweet and Lisbon, and the same can be said for Maple River as well. Sweet goes down the paint, nice bounce pass, a left-handed layup, good for 2 by Emerson Schultz. Give it to Kaya Sweet with the assist. Schultz gets Lisbon in the scoring column at the 5:18 mark here in this first quarter, and we're tied at 2 apiece. It's been defense and some more defense here. Wojciechowski goes the other end of the floor. Give the assist to LaRue, and Wojciechowski now has 4, and the Raiders regain the lead by 2. Full court press by Maple River. Hanig able to get the steal in the front court here. Now for the Maple River Raiders. See if Maple River can take advantage as Coach Hoots right now is calling out the offense on the near sideline. This one goes to the baseline with Richmond, but she brought her back right foot out of bounds on the sideline, and a turnover on Maple River. Brielle Kaloran, a 5'10 freshman, will check into the game as Maple River will check out Wojciechowski. Kaloran averaging 5 points and 4 rebounds per game here for Maple River. The Lisbon Broncos will handle it here in the front court. Wetch playing the defense, gets the steal, and then we're going to have a traveling violation back by Wetch. So 4 turnovers by Lisbon, 2 by Maple River. The Raiders right now with 1 foul with Chloe Wetch, while Lisbon got a goose egg in that category. Lisbon Broncos, and Wetch has to be smart playing that aggressive defense as she's trying to get another steal, but if she picks up a little body, that might be her second as Schultz lost balance, and this one will go all the way out on the baseline here and to Maple River. So checking in will be Ella Tui, a 5'9 sophomore guard now for the Lisbon Broncos, as she'll come in for Emerson Schultz. This one just kind of, you got to feel each other out right now in a playing game where you know if you win, you play again on Monday. If you lose, your season comes to a close as both teams are trying to find their footing offensively. Defensively, there hasn't been too much of an issue. There's been 3 made field goals, all right at the 10 in terms of layups, and a good drive on the way by Iris Richmond. Spun at the high post, able to go hard on the interior and pick up the foul. Richmond, a 73% free throw shooter on the season. Kaya Sweet picks up the foul, her first, team's first for the Lisbon Broncos. Richmond at the line, first free throw attempt of the night is good, as we'll have a substitution checking in here, and this will be after the potential make by Richmond. Maple River with a 5-2 edge, now at 6-2. So the Raiders with their largest lead here of the first quarter with 4:09 left to play in quarter number 1. And this just has the feeling of postseason basketball here tonight in Tower City at the Raider Dome. You can just kind of feel it, especially once you get to this time of the year in February. Have a turnover by Lisbon. That's their 6th. That's one thing Maple River has done an awfully good job of right now, is turning over the Lisbon Broncos. If you're Lisbon and you have 6 turnovers in the opening 4 minutes, you're only trailing it by 4. If you're Barb Sweet, you'll take it as Maple River gives the ball right back. That's their 3rd. going on today in the Fargo State Wrestling coverage on your live event. Joel Morgan out there. Lisbon had a really nice day number 1 in the individual portion after winning the dual and individual championship last year in wrestling. Cheyenne Waletsko goes in the inside, uses the backboard for 2. She's the second Bronco in the scoring column. Addison Hennig up the far center. We have a little touch foul by Asha Sweet. Asha's first and the team's second here by Lisbon. Substitution on the floor for Maple River. Carly Hovelson, a 5'5", 7th grader, will check in. Emerson Schultz back in the contest here for the Lisbon Broncos in for Tui. Maple River slated to inbound the basketball as they do. Up top to Wetch. Wetch kind of a captain. Some nights she just gets everything going in terms of the assists. Might not score a lot. Then there's other nights where she has to shoot and get some points up. Addison Hannig, left-hand side, drives, looks for the up and under move on Waletsko, but she traveled with the basketball. So turnovers are becoming part of the contest for both coaches in both teams, but one thing we are seeing, full court press by Lisbon and a matching full court press by Maple River. Man defense throughout, looking to trap when they can, and Lisbon wants the home run ball. This one going to get tapped down and stolen away. Nicely done by Jordan Ewine to track it down defensively as Emerson Schultz was trying to get that Hail Mary pass there. Wetch in the front court, pops from 15. That one is going to be long, and a board goes to Kaya Sweet, her second. Sweet in the front court, uses up that dribble, finds Schultz now as the Broncos will try to tie this one up either at 6 or even potentially take their first lead of the contest. We were tied at 2 since then. It's been 4 points for Maple River and 2 by the Lisbon Broncos. Kick out Schultz, this for the lead. 3 on the way, off the backboard, gets it to go. Emerson Schultz with 5 points. That's her 13th made 3 of the season, and Lisbon takes their first lead at 7-6, and a traveling violation now on Maple River. Little 5-0 run brewing here by the Lisbon Broncos in the last minute and a half as they have their first lead after the Schultz three-pointer. Full court press continues here as Edison Hannig will check out. The Raiders will go a little bit more of the guard variety as Carly Hovelson in there again as a 7th grader. Well, let's go backing down her defender. No, Heckrell tries to get the rebound. Ball tapped down into Maple River. Well, let's go, and Heckrell had a double-double in their loss against Sisseton on Saturday, but they were just menaces on both the defensive and offensive ends of the window. Trying to inbound it here is Sweet, looking for Heckrell. Heckrell gets fouled, and she'll be going to the line. Kaloran picks up the foul, her first, team second. Kyra Heckrell, a 53% free throw shooter on the season, will shoot the first charity throws of the night here for the Lisbon Broncos. Lisbon will try to extend their lead. Free throw attempt number 1 by Heckrell's good. Second one upcoming here on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. The Lisbon Broncos lead it by 2. As we get to the last couple of minutes here of quarter number 1. Shot off the mark. Rebound, though, by Emerson Schultz. Good defense there then by Ewine to cut her off on the left short corner. Little 5-out offense now by the Broncos. Good spin move by Sweet. That's Kaya to Asha. Extra fine Schultz. 3 on the way. Off the back tab. Rebound, though, to Asha Sweet. This one then gets stolen away. Kaloran, she'll look to go coast to coast with it. Uses up that dribble. Finds a trailer in Bojahoski. Michelle rises from 15 and tickles a twine. Michelle Bojahoski with 6 of the 8 points for the Raiders, and we're knotted at 8 apiece. The seniors showing out here. It was a parents' night earlier tonight. Their game with Hillsborough Central Valley was banged due to Mother Nature on Friday, so they had to move parents' night to earlier tonight, but Lisbon doesn't care. They answer with the end one. Asha Sweet on the backdoor cut has a chance for a 3-point opportunity. This will be the 3rd foul as a team on Maple River. The first on Bojahoski. Addison Hannig will check in for Jordan Ewine, and Lisbon right now will handle it at the line with Asha Sweet. A 54% free throw shooter on the season, buries the first of her free throw opportunities here tonight. And Lisbon with their largest lead at 3, little half-court trap. This one goes to Bojahoski. Bojahoski loses her balance now to LaRue. This to tie things up. Short rebound, Hannig inside. Put back up for 2. Addison Hannig with her first points of the evening, and the Raiders are back within 1. Under 90 seconds to play here in the opening quarter. Lisbon brings it up the front court here with Emerson Schultz, guarded there by Kaloran. Schultz looking to get by her defender, throws it up. The question is it on the floor or shooting? And they're going to say it is on the floor. The foul will be the fourth for Maple River as a team. As you have Irie and Wetch into the contest. The foul coming here on Addison Hanig, her first, and the team's fourth. Well, let's go asking for it on the inside. Nothing given, not as sweet as let's go the 4-1. She's the one trying to post up. Well, let's go gets the ball. Double team comes. Hanig tries to get it. Now it's with Asha Sweet. Takaya, ball gets tapped down and will stay with the Lisbon Broncos. You can just feel it every possession. The fans are sitting on the edge of their seat here, trying to see if you can get a run going for your respective clubs. Did anyone touch it? No, and a turnover here on Lisbon. That's their 9th of the opening quarter. Winner to play unbeaten and number 1 team in the state in the Kindred Vikings on Monday, and also the number 1 team here in Region 1. After the latest media poll this week, the number 1 and 3 teams hail from this region in Kindred and the Central Cass Squirrels. The Raiders will give the ball right back here to the Lisbon Broncos. Asha Sweet skips it to Kaya, shot fake, takes a dribble, goes down the paint. Hanig comes up, almost gets the steal. This one back to Asha Sweet here as she pops a pass on the interior to Heckrell and a turnover on the Lisbon Broncos. Maple River right now with 4 made field goals. They're led by Michelle Bojahowski with 6. For the Lisbon Broncos with 4 made field goals as well, led by Emerson Schultz with the only 3 and 5 points. This one at the top of the key. Ball gets reversed left-hand side. Now it goes to Wedge. Wedge back up top as this one goes to Kaloran. Kaloran at the top of the key. Now back up top. 3-pointer on the way by Irie. Off the back tab, no. Rebound with 10 seconds goes off a play, and it will stay with the Maple River Raiders. So Maple River now can take the final shot of the quarter if they want, as Wedge will inbound it right in front of the Lisbon Broncos bench. Wedge looking to get this one in. Does to the top. Gets the ball right back. Wedge with 8. Wedge with 7. Wedge goes hard down the paint. Right-handed layup. No. Ball gets tapped out. Wedge trying to grab it. She does. Throws it back off the backboard. No, and that's how we'll end our first quarter of play. After 1 quarter play, it's the Lisbon Broncos up by 1 on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard on your live event.
Olson Accounting offers services for individuals including financial and retirement planning, taxes, estate planning, and elder care. For business, Olson Accounting can help you with a variety of services including payroll, audit, strategic planning, and taxes. Learn more about these services and more to help you and your business or farm operation by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
Kate's Kennels, located in Castleton, North Dakota. We offer boarding for all of your furry companions. Whether you're going on vacation or you have an emergency, we are here for you. We know they are a member of your family, and we will treat them as if they were one of our own. Kennel tours are always welcome. Check us out on Facebook at Kate's Kennels or visit our website at kateskennels.com. Give us a call at 701-347-4176 for all your furry friend boarding needs.
Chase Miller with you alongside Reggie Funk here from the Raider Dome in Tower City after 1 quarter play. It's the number 9 seed Lisbon Broncos 11, the 8-seeded Maple River Raiders 10. Kind of what you expect in an 8-9 matchup here, just back and forth, as neither team is led by more than 2 possessions here tonight. This one goes on the inside by Addison Hanig. Hanig with the 2 points, give Wedge the assist, and the Raiders take the lead now at 12-11. Backdoor here to Emerson Schultz. Lisbon looking for it. This one gets tipped right to a Bronco. Sweet Kaya to Asha Sweet. 3-pointer on the way as long ball gets tapped out off of who? It'll stay with the Lisbon Broncos. Shot clock at 19 seconds. Ball will get inbounded here. Schultz at the top. You're really going to see for the Lisbon Broncos either Kaya or Asha Sweet. Schultz handling the point guard role. This one goes on the interior looking for Heckrell, and that will be a turnover here on the Lisbon Broncos. Lisbon in that first quarter, 5 points by Emerson Schultz, 3 points by Cheyenne Waletsko. For the Maple River Raiders, led by the 6 points of Michelle Bojahowski. And right now, Addison Hanig has 4 with that opening field goal to start this second quarter. Wedge on a clear out. She's going to drive. Tough shot off the mark, no good. Heckrell on the guard. Heckrell with that length, doing a nice job defensively on Wedge on that man-to-man defense here as Schultz brings it in the front court. Ball gets swung left-hand side. Sweet with the basketball, takes a ball screen. Well, let's go on the roll, asking for it. Nothing there now as the Raiders again really extend up top around the perimeter. This one goes on the inside. Well, let's go. Spins to the baseline. Shot off the tab. No. Rebound underneath. Loose ball, and it's going to go to Maple River. Substitution. Bo Jahowski back on the floor here for the Raiders. As checking out will be Claire Irie. Both these teams fairly youthful coming into tonight. Maple River with 2 seniors and 2 sophomores. For the Lisbon Broncos, 2 seniors, 1 junior, and then a bevy of underclassmen here for the Lisbon Broncos. This one comes on the inside. Hanig, the freshman, throws it up short. Heckrow comes out of nowhere and skies for the rebound. Emerson Schultz will bring it up the floor right now as neither team really got on a big run. Maple River led 6-2 at the midway point of the first quarter as we have a little hip check here by Bo Jahowski. It'll be her second, team's 5th. Lisbon was able to answer to get the lead back at 7-6, but again, nothing like a 8-2, 10-2, 12-0 kind of run yet for either team in this one. And both coaches kind of said it might go right down to the wire like it did back in the season opener on November the 30th. This one goes to Sweet. Asha hangs off the backboard. No. Ball gets tapped out, and it's going to be a loose ball, and this one will go to the Lisbon Broncos. Out-of-town scoreboard, the Hankinson Pirates lead Waimea Lidgewood 9-1 after one quarter play. Hankinson 9-1 in Region 1 girls play-in. Again, we will give you those scores once we receive them here. You have Enderlin as well scoring off here tonight, going up against Tri-States and also Oak Grove at Richland. Shot by Asha Sweet, partially deflected. Last touch by Heckrow, and the ball goes back to the Maple River Raiders. This opening 10 minutes kind of feels like pulling teeth at times where it's not pleasant, but you found little ways to make it feel better. And a shot is missed there by Ewine. Backside rebound by Hanig. She's got 6 points and 2 rebounds. And the Raiders on a 4-0 run to start this quarter. And there's a turnover. Other end of the floor here is Wetch. Heckrow right away on a guard. They're making her work, zigzagging her as Wetch drive and kick. This one goes right wing to Ewine, back to Wetch, around the horn. That's Kaloran. Brielle hangs, shoots, throws it up, and gets fouled in the act of shooting. Kendra Differdine will pick up the foul, the 5'8 sophomore, her first, team's third for Lisbon. And going to line is Kaloran, a 63% free throw shooter on the season, shooting 2. Kaloran buries free throw attempt number 1. Substitution, LaRue will check in for Maple River. Emerson Schultz will check in the floor here for the Lisbon Broncos. Both teams with all 5 timeouts remaining. Free throw attempt number 2 is good. Tell you what, that's a rainbow. Almost scrapes the ceiling here in Tower City by the freshman forward there. A 6-0 run to start this second half by Maple River. It's their largest lead of the contest here in the second quarter at 5. Their largest lead was 6-2 in the first quarter. This one goes between the circles. Ball gets kicked left-hand side to Sweet, and will stay with the Maple River Raiders. For Maple River, looking for their first win since the 2015-16 season in the Region 1 postseason. For the Lisbon Broncos, they've made the Region 1 quarterfinals every year since it's been the Super Regionals. Last time they failed to do so was 2014-2015 season, where they lost in a qualifying game in what was the old District 2 tournament. This one, turnaround jumper off the mark, but Heckrow gets the rebound, put back for 2. Kyron now 3 points and 3 rebounds and puts the Lisbon Broncos back on the board for their first points here of the second quarter. This one to the top, and it's Kiana LaRue driving a little action now to Kaloran. Kaloran back to LaRue here, trying to spin and cross over at the same time. Now right wing to Richmond. And defense continues by the Lisbon Broncos, sagging off a Hanig. Thinking that she's going to shoot a 3. Ball goes to baseline three-pointer here by Jordan Ewine is long. Backside board goes to Lisbon Broncos, and Asha Sweet flips it up the floor to Kaya. Kaya with a little shovel pass through the paint, and it will be Maple River basketball. Nip and tuck in this first half. A half that's 21 minutes old now. Start at 7:03 tonight here from Tower City. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for making it possible for us to, whether it's the State Wrestling Tournament, Region 1, Region 2, EDC as well, make sure you patronize those sponsors. Kaloran lost it as Heckrow gets the steal. 7th turnover of the contest now for the Raiders. See if Lisbon can capitalize, but instead they give it right back, and Barb Sweet looked at her daughter Kaya and just gave the head nod up and down, going, yep, you drug the pivot foot there and kind of brought it with you. So a turnover here by Lisbon. The winner again will play the Kindred Vikings on Monday at 3 o'clock here on your live event to begin our quadruple header on Monday from the Shield Center. Ball gets on the baseline, last touch by Sweet. It'll stay with Maple River as Tui checks back in for Lisbon. Wetch back on the floor for Maple River alongside with Michelle Bojahoski. Lisbon will continue here on this man defense as ball's going to trying to get inbound as it is. Good job there by Bojahoski to track it down. Then it's a loose ball as handling it is Richmond. Chloe Wetch calls out the offense, tries to spin on Heckrell, left-handed dribble, kick out to Ewine. Around the horn it's going to go now as Bojahoski back to Wetch. Wetch with a step-through shot from the backboard, no good. Backside board by Tui. Lisbon up the other end of the floor to Heckrell, finds Waletsko. Waletsko gets D'd up there by Bojahoski. This one to Tui. Tui looks for a ball screen from Asha Sweet, takes one. Tui looking back door. Finds it back to Asha Sweet here inside to Waletsko. Waletsko spins inside the paint and finishes for 2. Cheyenne Waletsko with 4 points, and the Lisbon Broncos are back within 1. Chloe Wetch to the top, looks to cross over there on Heckrell. Left-hand side under 3 minutes to play here in the opening half on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Three-pointer, Bojahoski long, and the board goes to Tui, her second here of the quarter. Here's Asha Sweet, the other end to Emerson Schultz. A bucket here by Lisbon will give them the lead, and we're going to have a reach and foul, and that's the last one Maple River can give, because from here on out now, the Lisbon Broncos would be in the 1-and-1. Chloe Wetch will pick up the foul, her second, team 6th. Checking back in for Maple River is Hovelson. Checking back in here for the Lisbon Broncos is Kaya Sweet. Tui to inbound, fresh 35 after the foul. Dangerous pass going to be stolen away by Richmond with Maple River. The Raiders open this second quarter on a 6-0 run. Last 4 points scored by Lisbon to make it a 1-point game. It was a 1-point game. Lisbon with the lead after 1 quarter of play. Hovelson gets the rebound and goes the other end. Now it's with Heckrell in the front court here for the Broncos. It's Asha Sweet inside Waletsko. Nice find. Waletsko, though, unable to get that one to go, and LaRue gets the board and a foul here on the Lisbon Broncos. The foul comes on Asha Sweet, her second, team's 4th, and substitution as Addison Hannig will check in for Kiana LaRue. Maple River, the 8th seed here in this Region 1 tournament, going up against the number 9 seed Lisbon Broncos. This one goes in the front court here, left-hand side, taking a hard dribble. There is Irie, nice spin to the paint, and Tui picks up the foul. Ella Tui with her first, team's 5th, and going to line is Hovelson. Maple River been to the line. They've been able to capitalize here tonight. The 7th grader Hovelson, the front end of 2, first on the way, is banked in. Maple River now 5 of 5 from the free throw line as Emerson Schultz will check back in the contest here for the Lisbon Broncos. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming for Hovelson. This to try to give Maple River a 3-point edge, and she does. 8 points so far in the quarter by Maple River. They lead it by 3. Their largest lead of the contest is 5. Sweet, Schultz, this to tie from the left wing. Got it to go! Emerson Schultz now with 8. That's her second made 3, and we're tied at 18 apiece. Schultz has found the sweet spot. The last time she shot one from the left wing, she banked it in. Maple River sees a double team. Bojahoski goes right down Broadway. Left-handed layup. No. Hannig tries to bat it out to a teammate. Does to Hovelson. As Maple River will handle it now with Wetch. Wetch looks for the ball screen. Takes one. Rises 15-footer long. Hannig tries to get the rebound. Ball will stay with Maple River. So good job by Hannig to kind of get the hockey assist rebound. And then going for the ball there allows Maple River to get a fresh 35 on a new possession. Wetch to inbound with Hovelson. Hovelson looks for the ball screen, goes to the right wing on the dribble entry. Now to left-hand side to Bojahoski. Bojahoski, top of the key, uses up that dribble to Wetch. Wetch with it again. Heckrell on the guard there, making it difficult for Wetch to try to get by her. And good job diving on the floor there for the Lisbon Broncos as we got a turnover. Getting on the floor there was Asha Sweet. Kaya Sweet to Heckrell, and that's 2 points. Give it to Asha Sweet. You heard the floor burn as she was able to get the turnover and then get it into the fast break to her cousin there in Kaya. And Heckrell just ran the floor like a deer, able to get the 2 points. This one goes left-hand side to Wetch. Wetch at the left wing, coming through a screen is going to be Richmond. Right-hand side, Hanig. Shot clock down to 12. Maple River with Wetch. The Bronco faithful chanting defense. Coming through an elevator screen for the lead. Hovelson shot off the mark, and we're going to get a foul too. Maple River and Lisbon will be shooting the 1-and-1. And this one might be on Addison Hanig. If it is, actually it will be on Michelle Bojahoski. Either way, that hurts because Hanig would have picked up her second. Instead, Bojahoski picks up her third and the team's seventh. And Emerson Schultz with a game-high 8 points here for Lisbon goes to the free throw line for the front end of a 1-and-1 here for the Broncos. We have a lane violation here. If Schultz misses that one, and we do the lane violation on Kaloran. So Schultz will get a second crack at it on the front end of the 1-and-1, and Brielle just kind of knew it right when she trying to get in front of Heckrell, which you can see why she wants to get in that paint a little early. Schultz misses, however, free throw attempt. Hanig with the rebound, and Maple River can tie or take the lead here at the end of this first half. Wedge goes right down the paint, gets fouled, and count it! Chloe Wedge with the end one opportunity. The junior comes alive late here in the first half. The foul will come on the Lisbon Broncos, their sixth. It looks like Kaya Sweet will be the guilty party there. That'll be her second as Chloe Wetch goes to the free throw line to shoot the and one opportunity here for Maple River. Wetch gets the free throw to go. Now at 3 points, she'll check out. Checking in will be Kiana LaRue with 10.3 seconds left here in the first half. Full court press by Maple River. If they foul, it is a 1-and-1 here for Lisbon. Sweet dribbling to the baseline. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Asha gets the shot off the back tab. Ball tapped out, and that's how we'll end this first half of play. It's been an entertaining first half. Neither team's been able to really breathe too much. It's Maple River 21, Lisbon 20 on your Dakota Heritage scoreboard. It's the Region 1 Girls Basketball Tournament on your live event.
The Kindred Vikings Booster Club is an organization of parents and community members that supports and encourages the advancement to Kindred athletic programs, focusing on wholesome school spirit, promoting good sportsmanship, and developing high ideals of character. For more information, or if you'd like to be part of the Kindred Vikings Booster Club, send an email to kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. That's kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Vikings!
The friendly staff at Lemoore Drug Store reminds you, from school supplies, greeting cards, or prescription needs, you can find it all at Lemoore Drug Store. COVID antibody testing and the Johnson & Johnson COVID vaccine available, plus COVID-19 home antigen tests are available now. Watch out for the monthly flyer for monthly sales. Let Lemoore Drug Store be your one-stop shop. Lemoore Drug Store, located in the center of Lemoore in the Bank North Mall. For information, go to LemooreDrugStore.com.
Lemoore Hardware carries your everyday items from plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more. Check out their latest selection of Valspar paint alongside Milwaukee tools. Plus, stop by Lemoore Hardware and browse their sweet pickin' section during the Galentine Shop Hop on February 10th, 11th, and 12th. Grab your friends and shop Lemoore, Oaks, and Lisbon at over 15 stores. See Sweet Pickin's Facebook page for details or go online to LemooreHardware.com. That's LemooreHardware.com.
As we come back here on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, the Maple River Raiders lead at 21-20 after one half of play here against the Lisbon Broncos. Chase Miller, Reggie Funk with you. Thank you for tuning in to Region 1 Class B girls basketball action here on yourliveevent.com. Your Live Event. Go to YouTube, search Your Live Event, and watch all the action right here on Your Live Event. Take a look at the first half team numbers for Maple River. 6 players in the scoring column. They have 8 turnovers. They're 7 of 7 from the line, 0 threes with 8 rebounds. For the Lisbon Broncos, 4 players in the scoring column, 15 turnovers by Lisbon. They have 2 made three-pointers. They're 2 of 4 from the free throw line with 13 rebounds. Maple River individually led by Edison Hennig with 6 points and 3 boards. Michelle Bojahowski also with 6 points here for Maple River. 3 points then by Chloe Wetch, who's 1 of 1 from the free throw line. 2 points apiece by Kaloran, 2 by Richmond, and 2 points, 2 rebounds by Carly Hovelson here for Maple River. The Raiders led by the 6 of Bojahowski and 6 by Hennig. For the Lisbon Broncos, they're led by the 8 points of Emerson Schultz. 2 made threes, 0 for 1 from beyond the arc. Schultz with 8 points. 5 points then by Kyra Heckro with 4 rebounds. 4 points by Waletsko and 3 points by Asha Sweet with an and one back in quarter number 1. Lisbon led by the 8 points of Emerson Schultz. If Lisbon wins, they will play Kindred. Last time they played the Vikings on January 28th, Kindred won 80-25. Same for Maple River. They would play the Vikings the last time those two teams met. Kindred won on January the 20th, 77-24. We'll take a look at your auditorium scoreboard when we come back after this at the half. Maple River leads it by 1 here on your live event.
The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters is a group of parents, coaches, and community members whose mission is to enrich the Lisbon High School athletic community by providing financial support for Lisbon High School athletic programs and events. If you are interested in getting involved, they invite you to join the Bronco Athletic Booster Group on Facebook to learn more. The Lisbon Athletic Boosters send a good luck wish to all athletes competing today.
The Lisbon Public School District ensures that all students will learn, experience success, and be good citizens from elementary through high school. The school staff and community takes great pride in providing meaningful and innovative opportunities for our students who continue to maintain ACT scores above state and national averages. Watch your kids continue to grow within the Lisbon Public School District from the playing surface to the classroom. For more information, go online to lisbonpublicschools.com.
The team at Maple River Granite Agronomy wishes the best of luck to the players in today's game. Maple River Granite Agronomy is proudly serving producers, accessing markets, and building relationships in eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota. They offer a variety of grain marketing and agronomy solutions. See the latest updates by following MRGA on social media. They're active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Check out the website at mrga.com to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy and how they can serve you and your operation.
The Maple Valley Parents Organization is an organization whose main purpose is to support all Maple Valley student activities, to promote a healthy environment and attitudes for the youth. Their aim is to encourage growth and interest in these areas by supporting them in a sportsmanlike manner. The Maple Valley Parents Organization is open to anyone. If you'd like to become a member or see upcoming events, like their Facebook page by searching Maple Valley Parents Organization on Facebook.
Mindak Market is located in the J.C. Penney wing of the West Acres Mall in Fargo with over 4,000 square feet of localness. Greg, Susan, Katie, Sarah Melody, and staff are proud to promote local products from North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota. You'll see everything from honey and jams, puzzles, and year-round gift baskets at Mindak Market. Stop by the store in West Acres or check out their website at mindakmarket.com. That's mindakmarket.com to shop and order online.
As we return here on your Region 1 Class B girls basketball halftime show, in the opening round, it's Maple River, the Raiders 21, the Lisbon Broncos 20 here on your live event. Out-of-town scoreboard with the Enderlin Eagles going off against the Tri-State Tigers. After one half of play, it's Tri-State with the lead over Enderlin in the 6-11 matchup. Tri-State over the Enderlin Eagles in that contest. Also, we'll keep you a score board update between the Hankinson Pirates and alongside the Wymer Lidgerwood Warbirds. That game 19-5 after one quarter play. Hankinson with the advantage 19-5 after one half of play. Hankinson over Wymer Lidgerwood in Class B girls basketball, and then Oak Grove and Richland is the other contest that's going on tonight here in Region 1 girls basketball. Again, once we get those scores, we will pass those along for you. Reminder, our coverage of the North Dakota State Wrestling Tournament continues tomorrow from the Fargo here on yourliveevent.com at 10 o'clock. And then we will have also dual coverage for you, the championship and individual weight classes. That'll be coming up tomorrow. Then you'll have the dual, both Class A and Class B on Saturday. Region 1, Region 2 girls basketball tournaments, quarterfinals here on your live event on Monday. And then you'll have the semifinals Tuesday, championship on Thursday. Region 2 at the Betty Ingolstadt Sioux Center. Region 1 from the Shield Center. Also on your live event, Class B boys basketball fans, pencil it in or put it in pen. We will have the Region 1 and Region 2 boys basketball tournaments for you here on YLE as well. So at the half, the Maple River Raiders led by the 6 points of Bojahoski and Hanig. For Lisbon, led by the 8 points by Emerson Schultz. On your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it's Maple River up by 1. Our second half comes up next from the Raider Dome in Tower City.
Going to NDSCS, I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my floor, and then different activities you could go to that were on campus. For sure, I'll look back on all the memories and love it. My name is Grace, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like every time I go to a meeting, like everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
North Star Ag is your premier full-service short-line machinery dealer. Whether it's equipment sales, parts, or service, North Star Ag carries a full range of equipment from leading brands such as Meridian, Brandt, and Salford Valmar. The North Star team is here to help you year-round. Learn more at northstar-ag.com. That's northstar-ag.com. Or visit them at their Tower City facility. North Star Ag, committed to quality, committed to you. The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relations, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online at northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
Coming up, we will get to our post-game show, and in our post-game show, we will get to some of the precision players of the game with our RDK Enterprises play or player of the game. Then our energy player of the game, brought to you in part by Enbridge. We'd like to thank Ivory Insurance for bringing you our pregame show on Dakota Heritage Bank, as well with our scoreboard sponsor, one of very many, and including the Maple Valley Parents Organization that you see here, the Lisbon Booster Club, and a host of others throughout the season for Class B girls basketball. Lisbon goes right down the paint to start this second half with Kaya Sweet. That's Sweet's first field goal here of this second half, and that's her first field goal actually of the contest. Other end of the floor, Iris Richmond three-pointer. We're going to have the ball go out of play and a turnover on the Raiders. So Kaya Sweet held scoreless in the first half of play, goes hard to the paint in the second, and able to give the Lisbon Broncos the 1-point edge. As Emerson Schultz will bring this one in the front court, looks for a ball screen, takes one there by Waletsko. Schultz goes hard to the paint, shot off the mark, and rebound comes down to Addison Hanig, her fourth, as Chloe Wetch hit the deck hard. The officials, as you would expect, are going to let these girls try to decide it on the court. This one, LaRue, turnaround jumper, no. Heckrell with the rebound, that's her fifth, as this one is going to go with Emerson Schultz now in the front court for the Lisbon Broncos. Schultz looks for the ball screen, looking on the interior. Ball gets skipped right-hand side to Heckrell to the baseline. Now it's Sweet. Sweet takes a ball screen between the circles. Schultz looks to the left-hand side to Asha. Asha with, well, let's go posting up on the inside. Takes a power dribble, spins on the baseline, shot off the mark, and a good backside rebound there with Bojahoski as she had Heckrell on her backside. This one will go to the top of the key to LaRue. LaRue now at the top on the man defense here as LaRue swings it left-hand side, left wing, and there is the hand-checking foul with Kaya Sweet, her third and the team's first. So this will stay with the Maple River Raiders with Kiana LaRue. The 5'5" sophomore will check the ball in after Ella Tui will come in for the Lisbon Broncos, in for Kaya Sweet. Maple River inbounds it to Chloe Wetch. Wetch goes hard down the paint. Little runner off the mark, and a rebound by Cheyenne Waletsko. Waletsko second of the contest. Lisbon Broncos, the number 9 seed. Maple River, the number 8 seed here in the 2022 Region 1 Girls Basketball Tournament. Cheyenne Waletzko gets to the right baseline, turnaround shot off the mark. Ball is still loose, somehow comes up with Asha Sweet. Three-pointer on the way by Schultz, no, and Hanig able to get the rebound, and then she's trying to toss it away from the Lisbon Bronco and does. That's Hanig's fifth. 6 points and 5 rebounds for the freshman in Hanig. Chloe Wetch right at the key to LaRude. Hanig posting up on the inside. There's a little show on the backside defense there. Bojahoski back up top. Back to the left wing. Bojahoski skips to Wetch. Wetch takes a dribble, driving kick, three-pointer on the way. That's going to be off the front of the rim, and grabbing the loose ball there underneath was Bojahoski, but then she traveled with the basketball. Tough one there. She just lost her balance, came down, and maybe took a little bit of a quarter turn there on the right hip, and that's going to be a turnover by Maple River. Emerson Schultz will bring it up the front court now here for the Broncos on this man defense. Ball goes right-hand side here for Lisbon with Asha Sweet. Pops it past to Tui. Interior to Heckrell. Kick out. This to the three off the front of the rim. Heckrell, though, tries to get the ball. She does, and a foul here will be on Wetch. Chloe will pick up her third, team's first, after Heckrell got the board. Lisbon has won on the rebounding category here tonight, as they were +5 at the half over Maple River, but the problem was Lisbon had 15 first-half turnovers compared to the 8 by the Raiders. So it kind of balances itself out, and while you're speaking into existence there are turnovers, here comes Iris Richmond. Richmond goes hard down, loses it, gives it to Bojahoski, shot off the mark, no, and now all of a sudden it goes right back to Lisbon Broncos. A chance there comes awry for the Raiders as Waletzko gets her third rebound of the contest. At the 5-minute mark here on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard in the third quarter, Lisbon up by 1 with the only made field goal here of this third quarter. Emerson Schultz shoots the floater from 7, no. Rebound goes to Addison Hanig, and Hanig owning the rebounding category here. That's her third board in the quarter, 6 in the game. LaRude crossing over here. Maple River looked to get in the scoring column here in this third stanza. Instead, it's a turnover. Their 11th. Substitution, Brielle Killorn will come in for the Raiders. We'll see Olivia Kern, the 5'3 junior, in for the first time tonight for Lisbon. And Maple River will also make one more substitution as Hovelson will check in. Full court press continues. If you're just joining us, it's been a full court press for both teams throughout the game. Lisbon led by 1 after 1 quarter of play, and then Maple River led by 1 after 1 half of play. Emerson Schultz will bring this one in the front court here, looking on the inside. Instead skips it to Asha Sweet. Sweet rips it through, takes a ball screen, thinks about a 3, will shoot one, pops it, that one off the mark. No, Waletzko gets fouled in the act of shooting. And you hope that on the inside, and Hanig looks to be all right as Killorn and her kind of collided. Going to the free throw line will be Cheyenne Waletzko, a 72% free throw shooter on the season. The foul on Ewine, her first, the team's second. Waletzko, the 5'11 senior, will be shooting 2. Lisbon 2 of 4 as a team from the line, now make it 2 of 5. Waletzko this year, 31 of now 43 from the free throw line. I think we will get a lane violation here on Hanig if Waletzko misses the second. Instead, she makes it so you don't have to worry about it as Waletzko rattles that one in for her first point of the second half. She's got 5 in the game. The Broncos lead it by 2. Ball goes left-hand side to Hanig. Hanig uses up that dribble. Back to the top there goes to Hovelson. Double team comes. This one goes in the hands of Richmond and a traveling violation on Maple River. We'll get a timeout on the floor. We'll break. 4:12 left to play in the third quarter. It's the Broncos up by 2.
Making a difference and impacting lives comes together when you study to become a nurse at Lake Region State College. Our nursing program is available in Mayville, Grand Forks, and Devils Lake. Find out more today. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
Reggie Funk handling the camera. Chase Miller with you here from Maple River, or Tower City, home of the Maple River Raiders. It's the Raider Dome. In this third quarter, it's just been the 3 points by the Lisbon Broncos. 2 by Kaya Sweet to start the second half off, and then the free throw make by Cheyenne Waletzko. The Broncos defensively pitching a shutout right now on the Raiders in this third quarter. Maple River led by the 6 of Bojahoski and the 6 by Addison Hanig. 23-21. Our points have been hard to come by, but it's not because of the lack of hustle. Both teams just playing that well defensively here tonight, and the second time you play each other as well. trying to go from the left wing to the right block there on the steal as Heckrow was posting up. Here comes Maple River the other end. This one's going to be with Olivia Kern. Kern lost and now hits the deck, and there might be a traveling violation. Instead, there won't be as they'll let this one go. Emerson Schultz, and there's going to be a foul here, and this will be on Hovelson. Bodies hitting the deck here tonight in Tower City, and I think Coach Nathan Hoots has a right going. If there was a traveling violation a couple possessions earlier on one of his players, thought that could have been a traveling violation there on Kern, but again, they let that one go, and then just add to the cherry on top here is going to be the foul as we're looking to get it inbounds here, and I think that there was going to be a substitution, or the official, again, was talking with Coach Hoots, so Hoots and Coach Barb Sweet looking inside now for Lisbon as this one will continue to play out here. Tensions rising high as you would expect in a win and you advance, or loser and you go home kind of a game here. And we're going to get a hip check foul on Maple River on the baseline. That's their fourth now of this second half. Richmond will pick up her first, team's fourth, and Chloe Wetch will check in the contest. If you're a Maple River fan, the good news is you've had 4 turnovers and 0 points. The good news over the silver outlining is you've only given Lisbon 3 so far, and a traveling violation here on the Broncos. On the opposite side, if you're the Lisbon Broncos, you've pitched a shutout here in this quarter. The problem is you're only up by 2, so good thing to get the lead back, but now time to kind of put a little gravy on top. Maple River still trailing it by a possession. Bojahoski Wetch for the lead. Right wing three-pointer long. Ball goes out of play in 2. Maple River. Kyra Heckrow will check in for the Lisbon Broncos. As checking out of the game will be Kendra Differding. This one just has the feelings of going right down to the final shot and who might have the last shot. Bojahoski, right wing jumper off the mark. Emerson Schultz with the rebound. 8 points, 2 boards now for Schultz on the night. Schultz will bring it in the front court here and trying to get on the floor is Maple River. Still going to be loose. Let's go in the backcourt. Let's go looks for a teammate here, and Coach Barb Sweet might ask for a timeout here. And instead, Emerson Schultz brings in the front court. Sweet will let the play go on. This one goes off of Waletsko's hand and a turnover on the Lisbon Broncos. Getting there defensively was Hovelson. This one feels like a roller derby tonight. Kind of bring out the pads, bring out the skates in this one. It's been physical throughout. Ball gets tipped, and it goes right in the hands of Waletsko. Other end of the floor now, it's to Emerson Schultz. Schultz in the front court, looks for the ball screen, takes one there. Waletsko rolls, nothing. Right-hand side to Kern. Kern takes a couple of dribbles, goes hard down the paint, gets fouled and counted. Oh, they're going to call the traveling violation. For a second, I thought they were going to call the body foul. Instead, they'll say that Kern took one too many steps without putting the ball either in the air for the shot or on the ground one more time for a dribble. The 20th turnover on the night by Lisbon. Maple River will handle it front court here with Hovelson. Hovelson spin around jumper, tickles the twine. The first bucket here for Maple River comes at the 2:05 mark in the third quarter. Nearly 6 minutes, the Raiders went without scoring a point, and they're tied at 23. Let's go turnaround jumper answer. Cheyenne Waletsko now with 7, and just like that, the Broncos regain the lead on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Maple River backing their defender down in Hovelson. Leaves it right-hand side to Bojahoski. Bojahoski rips it through, looks for the ball screen, double team kick out. This one goes to Kaloran. Kaloran goes hard down the paint, and there's a foul on the floor. This will be on Lisbon. That'll be their second of this second half. Schultz with her first, team second. Checking in will be Kaya Sweet for Lisbon, and coming into the game here for Maple River will be Kiana LaRude in for Michelle Bojahoski. 14 fouls by Maple River, 2 right now by Lisbon. Jumper, this to tie things up. Good for Hovelson yet again. The 7th grader with 4 points here in the quarter, and we're tied at 25. Emerson Schultz looking to go down the paint. Nice shovel pass to Waletsko. Can't go. Waletsko gets fouled and gets the end one. Waletsko 9 points in the contest, 4 rebounds, and a chance to get to double digits. That's a tough one there on the foul, as that'll be on Ewine, her second and the team's 5th as Waletzko goes to the free throw line. This to get the Broncos up by 3. Waletzko, free throw attempt rattles in. Kind of like playing Plinko on The Price is Right. Sometimes better to just hit that little edge and take the right bounce, and she got the shooter's touch there. Broncos lead it by 3. Hovelson, double team, looks for the kick out, uses up that dribble there. Sweet on the guard. Bojahoski goes hard down the paint, lost it for a moment. This one going to be a foul here on Lisbon. Kaya Sweet will pick up the foul, and that's going to be the team's 3rd. And if that's on Sweet, and Kaya it is, that's her 4th. So that's the only player really in foul trouble right now for Lisbon. Everybody else with 2 or none. For Maple River, you have 3 with Wetch and 3 with Bojahoski. Everybody else 2 or under. Three-pointer, Hovelson. That's going to be long. Asha Sweet will see that one go in the 2nd row and back to Lisbon Broncos. 52.5 seconds left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Lisbon right now with an 8-point quarter for Maple River, currently with 4. Tui on the inbounds with LaRude guarding her here. This one in the backcourt, Emerson Schultz will handle a rock. Gets in the front court before a 10-second violation. Maple River with just one more foul to give, and instead they're able to get the steal. This will be with the 7th grader Hovelson. Finds a trailing teammate, Bojahoski. Was the ball tipped or no? They say it was not, and it's going to be Lisbon Bronco basketball. 14 turnovers by Maple River. You have 21 right now by the Lisbon Broncos. As Edison Hanig right now has a little bit of a bloody nose as she's got a couple swabs and everything else up there. So the boys basketball coach, Jay Koka, taking a look at Addison right now. Another turnover, though, by Lisbon in the front court, and Maple River can take the final shot here of the quarter if they want. Ball goes right-hand side, trying to cut in with Skaloran. Hovelson reverse it left wing. That's to Wetch. Wetch at the left-hand side, gives it between the circles to LaRude. Clock under 8. LaRude takes it, trying to go through the screen as Wetch. Wetch, top of the key, this to tie. Long rebound by LaRude, can't get the shot off. Wetch will be out of play, and that's how they'll end this 3rd quarter. After 3 quarters, it's Lisbon 28, Maple River 25. It's the Region 1 opening round here on your live event.
Olson Accounting offers services for individuals including financial and retirement planning, taxes, estate planning, and elder care. For business, Olson Accounting can help you with a variety of services including payroll, audit, strategic planning, and taxes. Learn more about these services and more to help you in your business or farm operation by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
The Command IQ app helps me manage the Wi-Fi in every room of the house however I want. Like this room, where my wife talks to her friends in her book club every week.
Oh. Darla? Honey, my Wi-Fi is down. That never happens.
Well, that's strange. Well, we'll see if we can get someone to come fix it next month. Command IQ, you're my new best friend.
(28-25) Lisbon over the Maple River Raiders here in this 4th quarter of play. And the Region 1 opening round winner to play Kindred on Monday at 3. Loser, their season comes to a close. Hanig back into the contest, misses that one there though is Hovelson, and now it's back to Wetch. Wetch with the basketball, back to Hovelson here. Maple River with just 2 field goals in this 2nd half, both by Hovelson. Hovelson with the basketball there on this man defense, spins, gives it back to Wetch here. Shot clock down to 10. Posting up on the inside's Kaloran, nothing there. Hovelson driving kick to Kaloran, right wing 3 on the way. That's going to be off the iron and a board as Cheyenne Waletzko. Waletzko with her 5th rebound of the game, and we have a foul here in the backcourt. This will be on Kaloran. Brielle will pick up her 2nd and the team's 6th. Lisbon seeing this little full court pressure. The next foul, though, again, Maple River will put Lisbon in the bonus. Lisbon right now with 3 team fouls. Coach Barb Sweet with 5 timeouts remaining. Coach Hoots with 3. Deep 2-pointer by Schultz is going to be off the mark. Rebound underneath. Kick out to Asha Sweet, 16-footer. That one rattles out, and Kaloran able to get the rebound. So give Tui the board for Lisbon. Sweet with the miss, and then the Maple River Raiders have a chance back at it to get back within one or possibly tie with a 3. Kaloran to Hanig. Hanig looking to back down Waletzko. Uses up her dribble, tries to step through. Shot up and shot good. Addison Hanig with 8 points and 6 rebounds and put a couple of cotton swabs in the nose as well. Kind of looks like a wrestler out there, and the Lisbon Broncos will turn it right back over to Maple River. Substitutions on the floor for the Raiders as Claire Irie and Iris Richmond will check in, as LaRue will check out, and Carly Hovelson. 6:37 left to play on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard as we get to the 8 o'clock hour on this Thursday of February the 17th. Chase Miller with you here from Tower City. Reggie Funk handling the camera. Thank you to all of our sponsors for allowing us to be here as well. This one trying to go on the inside. Hanig at 3 or not 4 red jerseys around her. Ball gets tipped out, and Asha Sweet finally comes up with it here for the Lisbon Broncos. Points have been tough to come by both teams, and you can see why with the turnovers, but also the defensive pressure by the Raiders and Broncos. Heckrell throws one up. That's short off the iron. Ball goes to Waletzko, and Cheyenne is fouled. Waletzko 2 of 3 from the free throw line here tonight will go to the line. The foul on Addison Hanig, her second, team 7th, and Waletzko toes the stripe. 10 points, 5 rebounds for the senior, 1 of 2 right now on the roster for the Broncos. Waletzko makes free throw attempts number 1, now with 11 points to lead the floor here. Second free throw attempt by Waletzko coming off a 10-point, 12-rebound performance against Sisseton on Saturday. That shot is off the mark. Rebound by Irie, and then it's going to be a turnover here in the backcourt by Maple River. And a timeout on the floor with Coach Barb Sweet will break as well. Bronco basketball will return here with 6:01 left to play in regulation. It's the Region 1 Girls Basketball Tournament on your live event.
Contact the guys at RDK Enterprises before the winter breaks to spring and your equipment isn't ready for the field. RDK Enterprises specializes in seed meter calibration, planter maintenance, and they have the full line of precision planting products. Call them up and schedule your maintenance or software updates at 701-636-2119. They're more than happy to talk about any other issues that may be affecting your precision planting. Spring is closer than you think, and RDK Enterprises in Hillsborough and Drayton can help you out. 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Riverside Building Center in Lisbon, North Dakota is Southeastern North Dakota's premier building supply headquarters. They have it all from the basic home improvements to complete pre-built homes. Their staff is knowledgeable in every product they sell and have over 110 combined years of experience. With their large inventory to sell from and a fleet of 6 delivery vehicles, Riverside Building Center in Lisbon can bring the products to your job site. From a hammer all the way to a home, they have you covered. Visit rbclisbon.com today. Riverside Building Center in Lisbon.
6:01 left to play on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard here in regulation after the timeout by Lisbon. They'll have 4 remaining. We'll see what Coach Barb Sweet draws up as Maple River goes to a little half-court trap here. Heckrell, right-hand side, Schultz, right wing 3 on the way. That one rattles out. Grabbing the loose ball on the board was Claire Irie, the 8th grader here for Maple River. Raiders bringing up the floor now as they have just 3 field goals here in the second half. Same for Lisbon, but they've been able to hit some free throw attempts to give them 9 total here in the half for the Broncos. Chloe Wetch goes down the paint, throws it up, and got it to go! Wetch picks an opportune time to score her first field goal in the second half for the end one. The foul coming here on Lisbon will be on Tui. They got her down for 3. That's the team's 4th. Wetch, free throw attempt on the end one, got it to go. Maple River now 8 of 8 from the free throw line. They lead it 30-29 now. Maple River with 5:20 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Mark that one down for those scoring at home, and a turnover off of Tui, and guess who? Chloe Wetch with the defense. The 5'5 junior coming up large here in the last 2 possessions as Tui will check out. Coming in as Kaya Sweet. Maple River won 52-50 in Lisbon on November the 30th, and it might even be tighter than that by the time we hit triple zeros on that scoreboard. This one, right-hand side, 3-pointer on the way, off the mark, no good, ball tapped out, and this will go to Maple River. After 3 quarters of play in Hankinson, the Pirates lead 44-19 over Waimea Lidgerwood. The winner of that contest to play Central Cass in the quarterfinals on Monday at 6 o'clock. This one goes right-hand side, Asha Sweet to the baseline to Schultz. Schultz is there, back to Asha. Skip left-hand side to Kaya Sweet, inside to Let's Go, and a turnover on Lisbon. And right now, Maple River doubling down, trying to trap at the wing and the baseline and trying to get Lisbon a little off kilter, and they've been able to do that the last couple of possessions. Wedge goes hard down the paint on an illegal screen here by Addison Hanig. Otherwise, Wedge would have had an easy layup. Wedge will pick up, make that Hanig's third, team's 8th. Tough one there for the Raiders, trying to extend that lead as Lisbon brings the ball in the front court here. This goes to Kaya Sweet at the left wing. Now back to Asha, high post to Heckrell, back to Kaya. This for the lead. Three-pointer is long, and a rebound comes down to Chloe Wetch. Wetch in transition here as the Raiders will call it the offense. Both teams have stayed throughout that man defense. Really haven't seen zone, but trapping out of it. Kaloran spins, and she almost got the end when the foul was before the shot. The foul, though, will come on Emerson Schultz, her second, team's 5th. So now Lisbon with just one remaining before Maple River gets in the bonus. Wetch looking to inbound, gives it to Kaloran, who had about 2 feet of real estate before it was maybe an over and back. Kaloran looking to cross over on Schultz. This one goes left-hand side on the spin by Richmond. Richmond goes to paint, high off the backboard, no. And a rebound to Cheyenne Let's Go, her 6th. And just like that, Lisbon gets to stop. Now they have a chance to take the lead here with under 4 minutes to play in regulation. Emerson Schultz, double team. Ball gets skipped around to Asha Sweet at the left wing. Sweet with the baseline pass to Let's Go. Back to Sweet. To Heckrell. Heckrell kick out. Kaya Sweet. Extra pass. Schultz to the right pocket. 3 on the way. Off the front iron. Rebound to Maple River. This is to Irie here. And now all of a sudden you start looking at the clock. Possessions are becoming few and far between these two teams. Maple River with Wetch calling out the offense here. Wetch looking to get the ball off. Does left-hand side to Kaloran. Kaloran takes the ball screen, drive and kick. This one shot by Richmond. Right baseline's going to be long. Rebound to Kaya Sweet, her 3rd. Lisbon now with another opportunity here. The Broncos held to just 1 point in this quarter. That came from a free throw by Let's Go. Right-hand side is Kaya Sweet. Bounce pass to the right baseline here to Schultz. Ball gets skipped left wing. Asha Sweet open for 3. That's going to go long. Rebound, though, by Emerson Schultz. Spins inside the paint off the backboard. No. Let's Go. Gets fouled, and a 3rd chance here for Lisbon will provide free throw opportunities. Let's Go at the free throw line here tonight. 4 of 5 from make that 3 of 5 from the line. She has 11 points. The foul on Hanig, her 4th. And the team's 9th. Let's Go 1 of 2. First one halfway down and out. Maple River makes a substitution as Michelle Bojahoski and Kiania LaRude will check into the game. This to try to tie here for the Lisbon Broncos. Let's Go. Free throw opportunity. That one rattles out, and a rebound comes down to Kiana LaRude. LaRude in the front court here. Maple River gives it to Bojahoski. Bojahoski back to LaRude at the top of the key. Maple River with 0 3-pointers tonight, but they're 8 of 8 from the line. Wetch goes hard down the paint, and a blocking foul. And Wetch will go to the free throw line to shoot the pair as the foul comes here on Asha Sweet, her 3rd, team 6th, and Chloe Wetch, a 65% free throw shooter on the season. 6 points tonight, 3 boards, goes to the free throw line to shoot 2. First of 2 on the way for the junior guard is good. Wetch now with 7 points. The Raiders, just to make it a 3-point game. Still 1 possession even if it goes, and Wetch with 2 big free throws there makes it a 3-point lead for the Raiders. Their largest lead of the game at 5 in the second quarter. Lisbon brings the ball in the front court. Schultz leaves it top of the key. This is to Asha Sweet. Sweet looking on the inside. Asha to Schultz. Schultz looking on the interior. Back to Asha. Around the horn to Kaya Sweet. And there's a foul on Maple River. And it's going to be 2 shots here for Lisbon after the reaching foul by Kiana LaRude. Her first, team's 10th. So going to the line for the Lisbon Broncos now to shoot the pair will be Kaya Sweet, a 69% free throw shooter on the season. This is her first free throws here tonight for the 5'4" sophomore guard. Sweet buries the first. Lisbon in this fourth quarter, now 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Free throw attempt number 2 to try to bring the Broncos back within 1 for Kaya Sweet, and she does. Sweet goes 2 of 2 from the line, 4 points. Maple River now will bring it up the floor. If there is a jump ball, the possession would favor the Lisbon Broncos. LaRude back between the circles now to Chloe Wetch. Wetch spins on Heckrell, drive, throws it up, and was blocked. It was deflected, as that'll stay with the Maple River Raiders. Ball will get inbounded here by Wetch. To the right-hand side, LaRude back to Wetch at the left baseline. Chloe going to drive and kick to the top of the key. That's to LaRude, right baseline now to Kaloran. Kaloran goes to the paint and scores! Brielle Kaloran with her first field goal tonight. She's got 4, and the Raiders lead it by 3, and a timeout on the floor by Coach Barb Sweet. We'll break as well. 1:51 left to play in regulation. On your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, the Raiders lead by 3.
See your future come together at Lake Region State College. Train for in-demand careers, part-time, full-time, or online. At Lake Region State College, we change lives.
Your family farm has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Taupe Insurance is here to help you weather the storm when those challenges arise. Visit with Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies. Taupe Insurance offers coverage on your farm's assets, crop, and hail insurance, plus home and auto, commercial, and life insurance. Stop in for a visit today at their office in Castleton or give Taupe Insurance a call at 701-347-4045.
And their timeout by head coach Barb Sweet. They'll have 3 remaining for the Maple River Raiders. They'll have 4. Raiders with 10 team fouls. Lisbon with 6. Broncos down by 3, but with the basketball after the timeout. The Raiders will go a little man defense here and go away from the trap. Kaya Sweet looking back door. It's on the floor. Jump ball possession goes to the Lisbon Broncos. The winner advances to the Region 1 quarterfinals, where the number 1 seeded Kindred Vikings await to open up our quadruple header on Monday afternoon here on your live event at 3 o'clock. Lisbon to inbound. They find Heckrell. Right-hand side now to Sweet. Asha looking on the interior for Cheyenne. Well, let's go, and instead it's a turnover. And now Maple River can milk some clock, try to get it under 60 seconds in regulation. A field goal would be awfully large to get it up by 2 possessions, and a timeout by Coach Nathan Hoots will break as well. 78 seconds left to play in the fourth. Maple River leads by 3. Chase Miller, Reggie Funk with you here. It's the Region 1 Girls Basketball Tournament from the Raider Dome in Tower City, and we thought we'd get a good one tonight, and it has been. It's been more of a defensive slugfest where both teams have used so much energy and different kinds of defense on that side. Neither team has found much of an offensive rhythm, but the Raiders do lead it by 3. Lisbon needs a stop. Maple River might put the game away with a bucket. This one goes to the top of the key to Wetch. Shot clock under 10. Wetch is going to drive. Wetch rips it through, and we got a jump ball. Possession favors Maple River, but there's just 6 seconds left on the shot clock as you see it there on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. And Wetch to inbound it here. As she does, LaRue left-hand side. Wetch asking for it on the baseline. Three-pointer on the way. That's going to be long. Never drew iron, and that's how we'll end that possession. A tough one there for the Raiders, because if it drew iron, it gave you an opportunity. Instead, the Broncos will see a little full-court pressure defense here. And it's packed tonight inside Tower City. Emerson Schultz will cross the timeline here. Lisbon doesn't need a 3, but Barb Sweet will take a timeout. We'll break as well. Lisbon with the ball, trailing by 3 when we return.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
After the timeout, the Lisbon Broncos down to one remaining. We have them down for Maple River. They have a couple left. This one goes to Sweet. Sweet Kaya, top of the key, looks for a ball screen, doesn't take one. Looks to reverse it. Shot clock down to 20. Ball gets reversed now to Heckrell. Throws it up and got it to go. Heckrell got the 2 points. Barb Sweet wanted potentially the and one, but now what happens is there's no shot clock. Maple River doesn't have to get a shot off. When will Lisbon foul? Instead, Coach Hoots will call a timeout with 25.7 seconds left to play, a full timeout on the floor, and we're going to take one last break. The final 25.7 seconds when we return from the Raider Dome.
The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters is a group of parents, coaches, and community members whose mission is to enrich the Lisbon High School athletic community by providing financial support for Lisbon High School athletic programs and events. If you are interested in getting involved, they invite you to join the Bronco Athletic Booster Group on Facebook to learn more. The Lisbon Athletic Boosters send a good luck wish to all athletes competing today.
25.7 seconds left to play here in regulation. The winner to play Kindred on Monday. Coming up, we'll get to our post-game conversation. We're in that post-game conversation. We will get to our precision play of the game, brought to you in part by RDK Enterprises, also our player of the game, and more. That's all coming up. So Lisbon doesn't have to foul. If there is a jump ball, possession would favor the Broncos, and if they do commit a foul, it would only be a 1-and-1. Here's Wetch, guarded by Heckrow. Wetch spins, looks for a ball screen. Again, Maple River doesn't have to shoot. So when is Lisbon going to foul? There comes the foul. So you tried, if you could, maybe to put Maple River in a precarious situation. Kiana LaRue will go to the free throw line, a 56% free throw shooter on the season to shoot the 1-and-1. Asha Sweet, the senior, picks up her 4th and the team's 7th. LaRue, the sophomore guard, free throw off the back tab. It's going to be underneath, off a who, and to the Lisbon Broncos. And Barb Sweet wants a timeout here. So Barb Sweet will call the timeout with 12.6 seconds left to play in regulation. We'll keep it here from Tower City at the Raider Dome. After 3 quarters of play, it was 28-25, the Lisbon Broncos. Right now, 34-33. Maple River led in this contest by the 8 points of Chloe Wetch. And you got 8 by Hannigan, 6 by Hovelson. For Lisbon Broncos, they're led by the 11 points of Cheyenne Waletsko. And in this second half, 4 points by Kaya Sweet as well on the second half. Emerson Schultz had 2 threes in the first, but hasn't scored here in the second. So Lisbon with the opportunity with 12.6 seconds left to play, just needs any kind of field goal. Or if Maple River commits a foul, it would be a double bonus. So 12.6 left to play here. Lisbon Broncos will have to go the length of the court, and Maple River is going to come out with the full court pressure defense. This to advance to the Region 1 quarterfinals on Monday afternoon here on your live event. After the timeout, full court press by Maple River. Emerson Schultz with 10, now to Sweet. Kaya brings it up with 8, with 7. Bounce pass to Heckroll across the paint, and it goes off her shoe. Turnover, but there's still time with 5.7 seconds left to play here in a timeout by Maple River. We'll keep it here as Lisbon got exactly what you wanted. Kaya Sweet to go hard down the paint, draw the backside defender from Heckroll. Sweet unselfishly threw the bounce pass, but unfortunately, Kyra had to go right off her mitts and to the baseline. So there is now a timeout here for Coach Hoots, who's got 1 remaining with 5.7 left to play here in regulation. And the Lisbon Broncos right now will have to commit a foul immediately if they can't get the steal right away with 5.7 left. If you can stop the clock with about 4.5, you still have enough time here. This is a smaller court than the average college or high school court here in Tower City, so you can get to center court a little bit quicker here with one less dribble than what you would on your normal kind of high school court. So after this, Maple River will inbound the basketball here as Emerson Schultz will kind of play center field to see if someone will streak down the floor. Hanig to inbound. Tries to get it in. The turnover, or was it deflected? It was deflected off a sweep. The clock goes down to 4.8. So it did cause a little bit. And now Hanig inbounds it right in front of the student section. Hanig looks to get the ball, and ball gets tipped from Olesko. Now to Schultz, and a foul with 2.5 to play. The foul looks to be on Hovelson, and it is. Hovelson will pick up the foul, her second, and it's 2 shots now for Emerson Schultz. They'll give the last foul to Iris. That's her first, Schultz, a 40% free throw shooter at the line. This to tie. Schultz, now a chance to take the lead. 2.5 left to play in regulation. It's the Region 1 opening round, the 8-9 seed here in Tower City, and it's going right down literally to the final seconds. Schultz for the lead. Misses, rebound Wedge, and we got a timeout by Coach Hoots. We'll see if they maybe put a little more time on or not, but that's the final one by Coach Hoots. A rebound by Wedge is her fourth. So Schultz goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and now if you're Lisbon, you're saying don't foul. If you're Coach Hoots, the decision comes here, how quickly can you get the ball up the floor and get a shot off for your guard or even a post player to get a look before you possibly have overtime. The officials will talk it over here, making sure if there is any time, because Schultz did have 2.4 on the free throw line. And then the rebound came with Wedge. Wedge took a dribble, and it probably should get inbounded in front of the student section is what the officials are talking over here. So it will get inbounded in front of the student section. So instead of on the baseline, it will be on the sideline here for Maple River. We'll see what Coach Hooch draws up, and they do go from 1.4 to 1.9 to add a half second on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Maple River with 9 points here in the fourth quarter. On the opposite side for the Lisbon Broncos, are currently with 7 points here in the quarter. Tied at 34 apiece. 1.9 to play here. Wedge up the near sideline. This to go to the quarterfinals. Off the backboard, and that's how we'll end regulation. Tied at 34 apiece. Overtime is next. Don't you go anywhere on your live event.
Ag Country offers a wide range of internal growth. If you have a goal in mind and you put your mind to it, your successes can be endless.
There are so many jobs within this company that you can rotate into.
I like challenges. Ag Country gives me challenges.
Yeah, Ag Country is a great place to work. There's plenty of flexibility. You're never tied to your desk. There's a team here that is always there for you.
Yeah, grab your role and run with it, and always be aware of the opportunities because they're in front of you.
From on-site farm repairs to maintaining the condition of your vehicle, trust the staff at Welton's Tire Service. They've served the Lisbon area since 1972, guaranteeing customers satisfaction and workmanship from farm equipment, tire services, and preventative vehicle maintenance. You'll find it all from affordable prices, free estimates, to their knowledgeable technicians answering any question. Welton's Tire Service is locally owned and located on Main Street in Lisbon. For information, go online to weltonstire.net or call 701-683-5136.
Overtime is next here in Tower City, tied at 34 apiece here in the Region 1 girls basketball tournament. What we get is 4 extra minutes here in overtime. 35-second shot clock, as everyone will have to And get ready one more time for a jump. We had the opening jump at 7:03. It's now 8:24, and Maple River is getting ready to get this one with the Lisbon Broncos. Heckrell and Hanig, and just like we started the game, Heckrell with the opening tip to start this overtime. Emerson Schultz goes hard down the paint, left-handed layup. No, Let's-Go put back is short. Let's-Go tries to handle it. Heckrell somehow tips it out then to Sweet. So an extra opportunity here for the Lisbon Broncos. This one goes to Schultz again. Schultz brings it between the circles to Kaya Sweet inside. Defensively there is LaRue, and she throws it. Hanig saves it for a second before it goes out of bounds, and the ball goes back to Maple River. Tough one there for both teams as Lisbon will get a fresh 35 on the shot clock as well. Sweet inbounds inside to Heckrell. Nice find! And Heckrell with the 2 points. That's Heckrell's first points and first bucket here since the early part of the fourth quarter. A 2-point edge by the Lisbon Broncos. Wetch, left wing with the basketball. Wetch handles it. Driving kick. Bojahoski for the lead. 3-pointer off the backboard, no. Sweet with the backside rebound. Her second of this overtime session. Lisbon Broncos bringing to the front court here. Sweet goes right-hand side. Emerson Schultz will handle it at the right wing. Back to Sweet. Sweet looks hard to attack. She gets a little shovel pass to Heckrell. Heckrell on the inside. Layup, no. Heckrell trying to get a second chance. Saves it before it goes out of bounds. Now it's up top around the horn. 3-pointer by Emerson Schultz. That's going to go long. Ball tapped out and to Maple River. We're going to say last touch by Heckrell and the Broncos. Substitution here. Maple River will bring Iris Richmond in. Maple River in the front court. Leaves it up top. That's Kaloran. Kaloran thought about a 3. Now gives it to LaRue. Coming off a staggered is Wetch. Ball goes right-hand side for Maple River. Now to Iris Richmond. Richmond looking on the interior. Back up top now for Maple River as that's going to be with Kiana LaRue. Right-hand side, Hanig. Hanig looking on the interior. Shot clock down to 10. Under double digits now. Back to Hanig. 3-pointer on the way. Got it! For the lead! The 6-foot freshman forward makes her first 3-pointer of the season at the most opportune time for Maple River. Hanig went the entire regular season, 19 games without hitting a 3. She makes one there, but Lisbon comes right back with Emerson Schultz, who gets fouled in the act of shooting. Richmond picks up the foul, her second, team's 10th, and 2 shots upcoming here for Schultz. Well, that might be your precision play of the game potentially, depending on what Schultz does at the free throw line, and Emerson buries the first. Emerson Schultz, 2 of 3 from the line, now in double digits with 10. Hanig will check out. Ewine will check in with 1:56 left to play here in overtime. Free throw attempt number 2. That's in there. Emerson Schultz gets that one to go. It's 11 points now for Schultz. And the Lisbon Broncos lead it by 1. Kiana LaRue in the front court here. Bounce pass. Ball goes around the horn. Left-hand side to Wetch. Wetch looking inside for Kaloran. Nothing given. Now back up top to Richmond. LaRue to the top to Keita Kaloran. Back to LaRue. Shot clock to 15 seconds. LaRue going to spin. Throws it up off the backboard. No. Rebound underneath to Emerson Schultz. Her third board here on this overtime session. 1:30 left to play in overtime number 1. Lisbon 38. Maple River 37. Asha Sweet in the front court. Back in her defender down on the spin. Right-hand side to Kaya. Kaya looking on the interior to Emerson Schultz, who chases it before it goes out of bounds in front of the student section. Little shovel pass inside to Let's-Go. Now to Kaya. Sweet 3 on the way. That one's going to be a long rebound by Heckrell. Throws it up, and Kyra gets fouled in the act of shooting. Heckrell, we got her down for 9 points, 8 rebounds. Is going to the line right now is Heckrell to shoot 2. Free throw attempts on the way. Heckrell 1 of 2 from the line tonight, now 1 of 3. As Hanig returns to the floor, also back to the floor is Hovelson. Free throw attempts number 2 to try to give Lisbon a 2-point edge. Heckrell able to do so. Now in double digits with 10. She joins her teammate Emerson Schultz, who has 11. Broncos lead it by 2. It's the Region 1 opening round here in Class B girls basketball. Ball gets deflected by Schultz and a turnover on Maple River. And now if you're Lisbon, you don't have to be too much in a hurry here. If you can get a bucket and milk some time. Schultz left-hand side. Asha Sweet doesn't care about the time. She wants the points. Left elbow jumper off the mark, and Caloran gets the loose ball board. Raiders bring up the floor now. 7-second differential between shot clock and the game clock. Chloe Wetch, left-hand side. This for the lead. Richmond, three! That one swirls up. Ball gets tipped out. Hovelson will handle it. Back to Wetch, and now Maple River with Caloran. Shot fake goes hard down the paint. Right-hand layup, no. Rebound by Waletsko. It's still loose underneath. It's still loose underneath, and we're going to get a foul here on the floor, and we'll get a bonus. Iris Richmond will go to the free throw line for the 1-and-1 opportunity. Richmond, a 73% free throw shooter at the line. It's just the 8th team foul. So a 1-and-1 opportunity here for Richmond. The front end of a 1-and-1 for the sophomore guard. Got it. Maple River, 11 of 12 as a team from the free throw line here tonight. Free throw attempt number 2. Got it. And just like that, we're tied at 39 apiece. 18 seconds left to play in overtime session number 1. Asher Sweet brings the ball in the front court here, and Barb Sweet wants a timeout. We'll break with them. 13.2 to play in the overtime session. Lisbon with the ball when we return on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
39-39, the number 9 seed Lisbon Broncos at the number 8 seed Maple River Raiders. Ironically, Lisbon averaging 44 points on this season. Maple River at 47. We came in early saying that Lisbon wants to score 45 or more because when they do, they're 8-4 on the season. For Maple River, they have yet to win a game scoring under 50 points. They have 6-5 when they score 50 or more. And one of those two stats looks like, unless we get a second overtime session, might go right out the door. Regardless, a chance to have practice on Friday and Saturday one more time and then play a game on Monday, or your season comes to a close. Lisbon trying to get back to a region quarterfinal for the 6th consecutive season. For Maple River, just from the Maple Valley standpoint of playing in Region 1, they haven't been there since 2015-2016 season. 7 seconds. This one inside Heckrell. Spins to the baseline. Shot off the mark. No, well, let's go. Put back. That one's off the mark. Hennig with the rebound, and we're going to overtime number 2. We're going to the second overtime here in Tower City, tied at 39 on your live event.
RDK Enterprises can help with spring preparation this winter. Call them at 701-636-2119 to schedule your meter, planter, and precision planting software repairs and updates. This includes monitoring and control systems, all to help improve your planting, which means improved profits. It pays to plant with precision with RDK Enterprises. Locations in Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota. Visit them online at planterdoc.com or call 701-636-2119.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
Well, we go to overtime number 2. 5 points for both teams in overtime number 1. We're tied at 39, and just like to start the game in overtime, Heikrel with another jump ball to give Lisbon the first crack at it. Schultz inside Waletsko. Kick out to Sweet. Ball gets reversed around the horn, right-hand side. Inside to Heikrel, pass across the paint. Waletsko spin. Shot is short, and ball will stay with the Lisbon Broncos. and they reset the shot clock as well because it hit the front iron. So 34 seconds now on the shot clock. Overtime session number 2. Heckrell inside over Hennig for 2. Heckrell with 5 points here in the overtime session combined. She has 12 in the game, and the Lisbon Broncos are up by 2. Maple River between the circles with Chloe Wedge. Ball goes left wing on the baseline to Richmond. Back to Wedge. Heckrell's been a pest on Wedge all evening. Right-hand side to LaRue trying to post up Hannick, but there's backside help. Shot clock down to 15. Wedge, stop, pop, free throw line, and drop. Chloe Wedge in double digits with 10. Neither team wants their season to end. We're tied at 41 apiece. This is any indication of what Monday is going to bring. Let's have some fun. Turnover, Michelle Wojciechowski, and we have a foul here on Lisbon, which is not the worst foul because it's still going to be a 1-and-1, but it is going to be potentially 5, and it is. Asha Sweet will be the first player, and I don't know how this happened, in our second overtime to finally foul out of this contest because we've had a number of players play with 4 fouls since the fourth quarter. The 5'4" senior guard Knight is done. The niece of head coach Barb Sweet will check out of the night with 3 points, 4 rebounds here, and she went 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Michelle Wojciechowski, a 75% free throw shooter, to shoot the front end of a 1-and-1. Free throw, got it. If Maple River wins this game, your precision play of the game is going to be the free throw line. They're 13 of 14 from the stripe here for the Raiders. Wojciechowski, free throw attempt number 2, got the roll. Michelle with her first points since the opening quarter. It's overtime number 2, Raiders up by 2. Tui in the front court now, backs her defender down, double team looking on the inside, and there's the traveling call by one of our 3-man crew in Lance Lukes. Lisbon, we got them down for 29 turnovers tonight for Maple River, currently with 20. The Raiders bring the ball up the floor with LaRue. LaRue left-hand side to Kaloran. Kaloran looking on the interior, nothing there to Wedge. Ball gets reversed around the horn. Coming off the flex screen is Hannig, who gets fouled and counted. Addison Hannig, the freshman, with an and-one opportunity. 13 points on the night. This will be her first free throw of the evening. A 61% free throw shooter. Well, let's go. Picks up the foul, her first. Both teams in the double bonus from here on out. Hannig, free throw is long. Rebound comes to Tui. Tui with her 4th board of the night. It's a 4-point edge, though, for the Raiders. A 2-possession game. 2:25 left to play here in overtime session number 2 from the Raider Dome. It's Region 1 Girls Basketball Tournament here tonight on your live event. Kaya Sweet goes down the paint, gets fouled in the act of shooting. Sweet with 4 points on the night. Lisbon right now in this contest, 12 of 19 from the free throw line. And the foul comes here on Wojciechowski, her 4th. Free throw attempt is good. Second one on the way here for Kaya Sweet. Try to get this one down to a 2-point contest. It's been nip and tuck throughout. Neither team has led by double digits here tonight. Sweet goes 2 of 2 from the line, and Lisbon now looking for a stop. Maple River trying to get back to the line or get a field goal. Heckrell jumps to passing lane. Fortunately for the Raiders, Kaloran was there. Chloe Wedge trying to get the ball, but Heckrell again doing a nice job defensively, making it difficult for the 5'5" junior guard. Wedge, though, open, takes the screen, 3-pointer in and out. Well, let's go, tries to grapple it with Emerson Schultz. Schultz will get the rebound, shovel past the other end of the floor. Lisbon can tie or take a lead here. Tui at the top, looking on the inside for Waletsko. Tui might have had a double dribble, nothing called. Waletsko looking to spin. Ball goes up top. This for the lead. Sweet, got it! Kaya Sweet with the triple. She's got 9, and the Broncos lead it by 1. A 1-point edge now for Lisbon. 75 seconds left to play in overtime number 2. Winner goes to the Region 1 quarterfinals on Monday afternoon against Kindred. LaRue dribbling top of the key, looking for a teammate, finds Kaloran at the left wing. Kaloran rips it through, looks to back her defender down, kick out, LaRue for the answer three. That's short. LaRue, though, tries to get the ball, ends up with Wojciechowski. Turnaround jumper, no, ball tapped out, it's still loose. Heckrell will be tied up, and we got a jump ball possession, favors Maple River. Game clock at 50.8 seconds as you see it there on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. The shot clock at 32 in overtime number 2. LaRue left-hand side coming through his screen is Wetch from the baseline. That's going to be long. Addison Hanig put back got it to go. Hanig 4 points in this overtime session. She's got 15 in the game. And the Raiders are up by 1. A 5-second differential between shot clock and the game clock. Lisbon with Tui, guarded there by Wedge, and a timeout by Coach Barb Sweet. We'll break with him. 27.6 seconds left to play in the second overtime. The Raiders up by 1, but the Broncos have the ball when we return.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
This one has been a dandy from the opening tip. After one quarter of play, it was 11-10. After 2 quarters, it was 21-20. After 3 quarters, it was 28-25. After regulation, it was 35 apiece. And after overtime number 1, it was 39 apiece. This one has just been right to the wire throughout. Reggie Funk handling the camera. Chase Miller with you here from Tower City. And this is just the start of our tournament action across the Red River Valley here in North Dakota and in Minnesota. State Wrestling got underway today from the Fargo. We'll have coverage for you day 2 tomorrow as well. We'll have the entire Region 1 and Region 2 girls basketball tournaments next week. After the timeout by Coach Sweet, while losing the ball on the floor is going to be Kaya Sweet, and then traveling with it was Kiana LaRue. She dove for the ball but brought the ball with her, and it's going to be a turnover for a turnover essentially there. And now Lisbon will get the ball inside to Waletsko. Bounce pass across the paint, thrown away by Kaloran. Lisbon's got a foul. Clock to 15, clock to 13. Lisbon's got a foul. Wedge brings the ball up the floor here. We might get a 10-second violation. Instead of Wedge brings the ball in the front court, Heckrell's going to foul and does. So many things almost happened there. Either a 10-second violation, a ton of time came off the clock. Heckrell picks up the foul, her first. And going to the line is Chloe Wetch. Regardless what happens here, it is still a one-possession game, barring what Wetch does at the line. Wetch, 10 points on the night, now make it 11. Maple River from the free throw line tonight, 15 of 16. Make it 15 of 17. Free throw attempt number 2 is good. Still again a one-possession game. Lisbon needs a 3. Sweet at the right wing. This to tie is off the mark. And the Maple River Raiders are heading to the Region 1 quarterfinals with a 49-46 double overtime win over the Lisbon Broncos. You tip your cap to both teams. Lisbon with a heck of a shot by Kaya Sweet at the right wing with, again, under 5 seconds left to play in double overtime. If you're Lisbon, you could not ask for a better shot. And when she let it go, you thought it was going in and we might have had 3 overtimes. Instead, the Maple River Raiders, as the first time in co-op history, earn a 49-46 double overtime victory here tonight from the Raider Dome in Tower City. And boy, was it a good one here this evening. What a contest between these two teams, and what a game for Maple River to finalize and get the W for their first time in co-op history with these teams as a co-op with Maple Valley and alongside the Hope Page School District to come out and earn the victory here. The old adage of you just hate for anyone to have to lose a particular game, and your heart goes out to the Lisbon Broncos, who will finish with a record of 9 wins and 12 losses on the year. So the number 9 seed goes down in the tournament. The 8 seed advances. Maple River improves to now 7-13 on the season, winners of 3 straight games and 4 of their last 5. Our post-game show is coming up next. Our play of the game, our player of the game, and we might sit down with a Maple River Raider or 2 as well. Final in double overtime. The Raiders win by 3 here on your live event.
The Lisbon Public School District ensures that all students will learn, experience success, and be good citizens from elementary through high school. The school staff and community takes great pride in providing meaningful and innovative opportunities for our students who continue to maintain ACT scores above state and national averages. Watch your kids continue to grow within the Lisbon Public School District from the playing surface to the classroom. For more information, go online to lisbonpublicschools.com.
Welcome to Ada, Minnesota. There's much to offer for new residents and much to do once you're here. Medical facility, living community, and assistant living. A beautiful school campus providing quality education. The Deco Center with a 24-hour fitness center. A community of faith with church and youth programs. Auto dealers, bowling, theater, farm implement and agronomy centers. Banks, retail and service businesses, a radio station, and much more. With employment and housing available. Welcome to the City of Ada to work, raise a family, and relax. Contact the City of Ada for more information.
Rock Solid Concrete. Give them a call at 701-238-4523 to get a free estimate on all your concrete projects. Services provided are, but not limited to, decorative stamp patios, decorative stamp sidewalks, new and replacement driveways and sidewalks, garage, shop, and shed pad floors, and residential and commercial flat work. They would love to sit down with you and find a plan that works best for your projects. Call Rock Solid Concrete at 701-238-4523.
The team at Maple River Grain and Agronomy wishes the best of luck to the players in today's game. Maple River Grain and Agronomy is proudly serving producers, accessing markets, and building relationships in eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota. They offer a variety of grain marketing and agronomy solutions. See the latest updates by following MRGA on social media. They're active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Check out the website at mrga.com to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy and how they can serve you and your operation.
On our post-game show here as we come back on your live events. Coming up, we'll get to our precision play of the game, brought to you in part by RDK Enterprises, and our energy player of the game, as well as the Maple River Raiders pick up the double overtime victory, 49-46. And in a moment, we'll be joined by head coach Nathan Hoots as well. Let's recap the final in this one. We'll be joined after the break by Nathan Hoots, and then we'll hear from the head coach as this one is a final. Addison Hanig would finish with 15 points in the contest. We'd had her down for 7 rebounds, and Hanig hit her first three-pointer of the season in the first overtime. 12 points as well by Chloe Wetch, 8 points by Michelle Bojahowski, 6 points by Carly Hovelson, 4 apiece by Kaloran and Iris Richmond. Maple River goes 16 of 18 from the free throw line. They hit 1 three-pointer. Again, it came in overtime by the freshman center. For the Lisbon Broncos, 5 players in the scoring column here tonight. Kyra Heckrow with 12 points. We had her down for a double-double, 12 points and 10 rebounds. 11 points by Emerson Schultz, 11 by Cheyenne Waletsko, 9 by Kaya Sweet, who had hit a three-pointer as well, and 3 points by Asha Sweet. Lisbon goes 14 of 21 from the line, 3 made threes, but 31 turnovers on the night. Maple River, they had 21. When we come back after this, we'll name you our RDK Enterprises Player of the Game and also your Enbridge Play of the Game, a final in double overtimes. Maple River with the 3-point win. When we return, we'll hear from head coach of Maple River, Nathan Hoots, here on your live event.
The Maple Valley Parents Organization is an organization whose main purpose is to support all Maple Valley student activities, to promote a healthy environment and attitudes for the youth. Their aim is to encourage growth and interest in these areas by supporting them in a sportsmanlike manner. The Maple Valley Parents Organization is open to anyone. If you'd like to become a member or see upcoming events, like their Facebook page by searching Maple Valley Parents Organization on Facebook.
Sometimes it's tough being a dad. Kids grow up fast. Don't even want me around anymore. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. Hugs mean a lot to a dad. So, with Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
Join us now on our post-game show from Maple River on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. That is head coach Nathan Hoots. And Nathan, the final question I asked on our pregame show was, what would a win mean for this co-op of Maple Valley, Hope, and Page coming together for the first year? I know it's been since 2015, 2016 since the Maple Valley School District in Region 1 earned a postseason win. Now you advance to play Kindred on Monday at 3 o'clock. We'll get to that in a second, but what does a win like this for a program with 2 seniors, 2 juniors, a load of underclassmen, and some middle schoolers just to sprinkle that on top, what does that mean?
Well, if the camera would be spun facing right now, that's what it means. It's not just Maple Valley guys out there, and gals. It's Hope Page girls, their family, intermixing. If you'd have told me it would have looked like this in May of last year when we had that first co-op board meeting, I wouldn't have believed you. But it's amazing what sports, athletics in general can do to bring communities together, and winning helps a lot.
You know, you take a look at this game, and it might be maybe our precision play of the game, RDK Enterprises, brings you that. Addison Hannig hits her first three-pointer of the season in the first overtime, which was your only made field goal. Both teams had 5 points, but that was your only field goal in overtime.
Oh,
when she let that puppy go and it went in, what was your kind of emotions like at that point?
I already had a sub for her at the because she was so tired. And she was jogging through, and I told her when she came out, I said, "You're lucky you made that 3." And it didn't click, unfortunately.
Yep.
That was the first one she's ever made. I guarantee it. And when I pulled her out, I'm like, "You're going to get right back in there because I believe in you. I trust in you." She's been doing it for 3 years now. It was so exciting to see that shot go down because it was so unexpected. You could see their game plan. There's no way they were looking to defend her way out there. Last thing I said to him yesterday before we were done is sometimes you just got to be a basketball player. You got to go make a basketball play. If it doesn't come in the flow of the offense and it's not drawn up, sometimes it's the best look. And that was the best look, and a lot of hard work paid off and showed right there in that three-pointer.
I think you got to tip your hat. This is the old adage, and it's a cliche, but it's true in a game like this. Double overtime win, you advance, lose, you go home. Tip of the cap to Barb Sweet.
Absolutely.
Tip of the cap to the Lisbon Broncos in terms of neither team in a double-digit lead. It was nip and tuck throughout, and maybe offensively throw the tape away, but defensively you liked what you saw for 4 quarters and 2 overtimes. 16 of 18 from the free throw line tonight. And how about Chloe Wedge? I know Heckrell guarded her, gave her only 3 points in the first 3 quarters, then Wedge hit a big and one in the fourth quarter, and then she hit the couple big free throws late to put this game away. What can you talk about? I know we kind of said it earlier, she's your closer, she's your quarterback, however you want to say. What can you talk about your 5'5" junior guarding Chloe Wedge?
Coached for 5 years now. There is no girl I would ever want in the situation that she was in right there.
Yep.
Shooting those 2 free throws. She's a tireless worker. And the anger that comes into her eyes when she misses 1 out of 20 in practice is it's unlike anything I've ever seen. Early in the game, Heckrell was really giving her problems. Her length was causing her difficulties. Typically, you don't see a team's longest player defending the point guard, but that girl can move her feet. She's got quick hands, and she was causing Chloe problems to the point where she came over and she asked me, "Hey, I need to move off the ball." Okay, we'll get Kiana some looks, but then when push came to shove, the ball was in her hands, and I trusted her to make the play. And just those little things. She didn't get fancy. She just protected the basketball, made good basketball plays, and then came up with the 2 biggest free throws of her life.
Hey, Nathan, the good news is we'll talk Monday at 3 o'clock. I'll talk to you about Kindred then, Monday at 3 o'clock from the Shield Center. But congratulations on the win, Coach Hoots. And more importantly, we'll see you from the Shield Center right here on your live event, 3 o'clock afternoon.
I'm so excited. Thank you.
That again, Maple River head coach Nathan Hoots will put a bow on this one when we return final in double overtime. The Raiders pick up the 3-point win.
RDK Enterprises can help with spring preparation this winter. Call them at 701-636-2119 to schedule your meter, planter, and precision planting software repairs and updates. This includes monitoring and control systems, all to help improve your planting, which means improved profits. It pays to plant with precision with RDK Enterprises. Locations in Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota. Visit them online at planterdoc.com or call 701-636-2119.
All your needs under one roof. The Days Inn and Governor's Water Park in Castleton with cozy hotel rooms, water park, restaurant, and pub all in one location. And they're accepting resumes and interviews for front desk, housekeeping, and restaurant staff. A friendly work environment, competitive pay. Visit the website cassin.com, click on the employment tab, or call 701-347-4524. The Governor's Inn Water Park special this month, half-price wristbands at the water park and 30% off all birthday packages. Much more than just a hotel. The Days Inn and Governor's Water Park in Castleton, 701-347-4524.
Let's get to some of our post-game accolades here. First things first, let's get to our RDK Enterprises and Enbridge Player of the Game. Our Energy Player of the Game brought to you in part by Enbridge Energy. Work has begun to replace Line 3 and keeping everyone safe, and it is Enbridge's top priority. Robust COVID-19 safety rules has been established for Enbridge employees because they all want everyone home safe. Learn more by visiting enbridge.com/line3.us. Our Players of the Game got a tip of 1-2 combination for Edison Hennig and Chloe Wedge here for the Maple River Raiders. And on the opposite side for the Lisbon Broncos, Kyra Heckler with 12 points. Emerson Schultz got things going early with 11 as well. Also finishing in double digits, Cheyenne Waletsko. Waletsko really did it throughout the game. Heckler started, bookended it in the overtime session, and Emerson Schultz started things off for Lisbon. On the opposite side, when the basket was needed most, Hannig hit a 3, and Chloe Wedge hit some big shots in the second overtime as well. Those are our Enbridge Players of the Game. Now to our RDK Enterprises Play of the Game. It's the free throw line for Maple River, 16 of 18 from the line, and the three-pointer by Addison Hannig. She made her first three-pointer of the season when Maple River needed it most in the first overtime. RDK Enterprises, that is our plays of the game. Thinking about upgrading your planter, visit RDK Enterprises at their locations in Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota. To learn more about available rebates and financing, RDK Enterprises, planterdoc.com. Out-of-town scoreboard as we got the Region 1 quarterfinal set. Hankinson with a 61-39 win over Waimea Lidgerwood. Tri-State gets the victory tonight against the Enderlin Eagles, 64-43, and the Richland Colts earn a win in Colfax, 52-26 over the Fargo Oak Grove Grovers. So all the top seeds advance to the quarterfinals on Monday here on your live event at 3 o'clock. It's number 1 seed Kindred against 8 seed Maple River. At 4:30, number 4 seed Sargent County against number 5 seed Richland. At 6 o'clock, number 2 seed Central Cass squares off with number 7 seed Hankinson. And at 7:30, the nightcap, number 3 seed Northern Cass will go up against number 6 seed Tri-State. That'll be again on Monday, coming up right here on your live event. So we'd like to thank everyone, including Barb Sweet, tip of the cap to Lisbon Broncos. It's going to be tough. 2 seniors, Asha Sweet and Cheyenne Waletsko. Their careers come up short here tonight for the first time for the Lisbon Broncos since the 2014-15 season. They will not make at least the Region 1 quarterfinals. Lisbon finishes their year with 9 wins and 12 losses, and a team that was tabbed to be number 12 out of 12 in the preseason rankings. The Maple River Raiders improved to 7-13 on the season with a double overtime win over the Lisbon Broncos, and they will play again the Kindred Vikings on Monday at 3 o'clock to start our quadruple header right here on your live event. On behalf of Barb Sweet and Nathan Hooch joining us in the pregame show, and Coach Hooch joining us in the postgame show. He's Reggie Funk handling the camera. I'm Chase Miller. One more time from the Raider Dome in Tower City in double overtime. Maple River 49, Lisbon 46. You can catch the Region 1 Girls Basketball Tournament. Our coverage starts Monday afternoon at 2:30, and Maple River will tip things off with the Kindred Vikings at 3 right here on your live event. Have a good rest of your Thursday night.
Country.